Get ready for the 42nd Annual Classic at Tennessee High School, presented by Toyota of Bristol. From December 26th through the 31st, Viking Hall will host 18 teams, including 5 defending state champions and nationally ranked programs. Visit thsclassic.com for tickets and to purchase streaming for all 30 games live. The Classic at Tennessee High School, presented by Toyota of Bristol, Bristol's original holiday basketball tradition.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the historic Stone Castle, home of the Tennessee High School Vikings. Introducing this evening's starting lineup for your Tennessee High Vikings. On offense for the Vikings.
Erasmo Kobe, Hansville Elementary.
Baden Lowens, Haynesville Elementary.
Vincent Miller, Haynesville Elementary.
Kai Allison, The Avoca Elementary.
Ryan Samora, Holston View Elementary.
Preston Fagans, Holston View Elementary.
Van Harkrode, The Avoca Elementary.
Riley Price, Anderson Elementary.
Dane Music, Sullivan Gardens Elementary.
Elijah Plumbar, Fairmount Elementary School.
Jack Richardson, Holston View Elementary.
On defense for the Maroon Machine.
Ben Stokes, Haynesville Elementary.
Isaac Stevens, Avoca Elementary.
Kai Allison, The Avoca Elementary.
Preston Fagans, Holston View Elementary.
Frank Reed, Avoca Elementary.
Cooper Boer, Holston View Elementary School.
Khalil Honaker, Holston View Elementary School.
Riley Price, Anderson Elementary.
Dane Music, Sullivan Gardens Elementary.
Van Harkrode, The Avoca Elementary.
Elijah Plumbar, Fairmount Elementary School.
And now, introducing the Vikings specialists.
Max Holt, Fairmount Elementary.
Dexter Dishner, Haynesville Elementary. Jack Richardson, Holston View Elementary.
And introducing the Tennessee High Viking football coaching staff.
Josh Holt, Emory and Henry College.
Jesse Taylor, East Tennessee State University.
Matt Chandler, Emory and Henry College.
Christian Gibson, East Tennessee State University.
Jordan Bryant, University of Tennessee.
Cody Snyder, King University.
Josh Pendleton, East Tennessee State University.
TJ McMurray, King University.
Jace Begner, East Tennessee State University.
Jimmy Phipps, Northeast State.
Matt Indiana Schaefer, Tennessee High.
And now, introducing your Viking cheerleaders. And now, introducing your Tennessee High dance team.
Left that one short. There's Miller with the layup on the rebound and good. Nice job by Reed Miller following that shot, and Tennessee High takes the lead.
So basketball season is finally here. Coach, why don't you tell us about how the team is looking this season?
I'm really excited about this group. We lost 7 seniors last year. So coming into the summer, it was kind of a wild card. You didn't know what you were going to get. But this group they're super athletic. They play really hard. They're in the gym all the time. It's been a really fun off season and process to watch these guys grow, because even days we've had off from conditioning and things like that, they beg to get in the gym, and they're always in here. So we're really excited about them. We returned 2 players in Braden Howard and Reed Miller. Reed was the Defensive Player of the Year in our conference last year. He was also all district and all region, and Braden Howard was an all conference player in all region and all district too last year. So those 2 guys are going to be really exciting to watch play. And then we got a bunch of other guys that are going to play around those 2, and that we don't feel like we're going to drop anything off. And I think we're going to be able to play about 10 kids this year. We're going to get up and down the floor, play really hard. So it's an exciting group.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what would you say you're most looking forward to this season?
Well, really just getting into the games now. Like we've spent all summer playing. Then we started when school started back in August with conditioning and open gyms and getting in here and doing work. And it was, that stuff's fine, but now that practice has started, we're ready to start playing games and getting into the action.
Everybody's ready for basketball season. So when is y'all's first game going to be?
We're going to tip off November 18th. Will be our first one here in Viking Hall.
Awesome. And I know you guys have the Classic coming up in December, and I know there's going to be a lot of good players, a lot of teams from all over. So what does it mean for your team to be able to play against that type of competition?
Yeah, these kids, it's something they look forward to since the time they were in elementary school. Really, they're going to get to play against future NBA players, future Division I college players. So it's something that you can't match. Really going to most any other tournament in the country. So, and they're going to get to do it here in Bristol in front of their family and friends, and it's always an exciting time. Then last year we won a first round game, and that's something that don't happen a lot just because of the talent and the caliber of teams that come. So hopefully we do the same thing in this year.
Yeah, well, that's awesome, and I'm sure you guys will do great this season, and thank you so much for taking a little bit of time to talk to us.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Off the rim, no good, and that's going to do it. And Tennessee High pulls the upset here at home over Madison Ridgeland, and they're going to advance into the winner's bracket here at the Classic. Huge win for Michael McMeans and the Tennessee High Vikings. Good evening and welcome to the Viking Sports Network. It's playoff time here in East Tennessee. The kickoff just took place out of bounds, so Tennessee High is on the receiving end, is going to have this ball moved out to the 35-yard line. Tennessee High taking on the Knox Halls Red Devils. I'm your host, CJ Manahan, alongside Micah Kennedy, our producer Colin Moore here this evening. Exciting times here in East Tennessee. Micah, Tennessee High takes the opening kickoff. What are you looking for here this evening?
Well, it's a first home playoff game for the Vikings in 5 years. I, of course, had the opportunity to play in that playoff game, and I believe the opponent was Knox Halls.
That's what I thought as well. Yep.
You know, it's been 5 years, and the result of that game was just one possession, so hopefully looking for something different tonight, as the first carry will go to Elijah Plumbar, and he'll power his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Kind of an interesting formation there. Was two fullbacks kind of split with Richardson and Plumbar in the shotgun. Picked up about 3 yards there, so 2nd and 7. Yeah, exciting times here. Tennessee High, an opportunity if they can pull a win off this in this game. The number 1 seed in the section was defeated last night, so if they were able to win this game, they'll host another game next week. So a lot more. It's not necessarily about incentives this time of year, but it is about winning, right?
Yeah, same formation there again, and Plumbar will pick up a gain of about 5 there, bringing up just about a 3rd and 2 here.
Yeah, short 3rd and 2. Good blocking up front there, opening up a nice hole, picked up about 4 yards. So Tennessee High, we expected, was probably going to be a heavy dose of Elijah Plumbar up in this early phase. A guy that still has quite a bit of tread on the tire here, I think, late in the season. Missed the first 3 games of the season. And Tennessee High with some fairly easy wins over the last several weeks, so we didn't have to play a lot in the second half. So kind of a wishbone formation here.
And right here, they'll give to Plumbar yet again, and he'll power forward for the first down.
Nicely done. Good, well-conceived play. Had 2 fullbacks kind of tight there, and Plumbar followed them through the hole. Gets that first down, moves the ball past the Tennessee High 45-yard line to the 46 for Tennessee High and Friendship Cars first down.
And Knox Hall is about as comparable as an opponent as it can get. I mean, I believe they have the same record and same regional sitting as far as their conference goes there.
Yeah. Third seed out of Region 2. Tennessee High, the 2 seed out of Region 1. So, again, pretty evenly matched.
Plumbar will get the inside zone handoff yet again, and he'll power his way forward for a gain of about 3 there.
Yep. So Tennessee High just kind of feeling out this Red Devils defense here on this first drive. It's been all Elijah Plumbar so far. Again, game plan would have said that that's probably what they're going to try to do, is come out and establish the run. 1 first down already as the ball is just inside the 50-yard line. Tennessee High 2nd and 8. First 2 minutes of the game are off the clock as Richardson steps back into that initial formation. 2 fullbacks wide, and Plumbar and Richardson in the backfield.
Yeah, kind of just a shotgun wing T look here, and this one's going to be blown dead.
May have been a good thing because the defensive end had that one measured. So look like probably have a false start here. And it is. That's going to move Tennessee High back now behind the sticks. One place you don't really want to be,
especially
in this scenario. So again, Tennessee High is certainly a capable passing team. We've seen that throughout the year. Richardson is. Especially during the kind of the middle part of the season, was just tearing it up, was averaging 2 or 3 touchdown passes a game. It's been a little bit more conservative approach over the last couple of weeks, but that has more to do with the opponents, I think, than anything else. Those games really kind of got out of hand outside of the Sevier County game. So same set, 2 wides. Richardson, now we're looking at 2nd and 13 from the 43.
Plumbar will trade over to this weak side here. They'll hand to him, and this time nothing much giving in the middle of this Knox Halls front, and he'll pick up the penalty yardage right back up.
Yep, so it's going to end up being about 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. So Tennessee High with their first 3rd and long, but good field position after that initial kickoff went out of bounds. So they're sitting at the 46-yard line. One of those kind of no man's land areas here. They get close to the first down. Wouldn't be a surprise for them to go for it on 4th. But we'll see how this play goes after we've ticked under 9 minutes to go. So 3rd and 10.
Back in this wing T look here, Richardson's going to punt.
He's got all kinds of room.
Mesh to Plumbar, and he's going to look down the field. This one's fired down to Riley Price. Is going to make the completion across the 50 into enemy territory at the 34-yard line.
Really nice recognition there. It's about a 20-yard gain. Really nice recognition by Richardson. Had a kind of pressure up the middle. Was able to escape to his left. Waited for Price to clear on that crossing route downfield, and then dropped it right to him. Probably could have run for the first down as well, but picked up an extra 10 there.
Yeah, so great play by the senior quarterback. And right here, they're going to get a little bit extra as the Tennessee High line does a little great acting job, all fall on their backs.
So we got encroachment on the defense here, so it's going to be a 1st and 5. Good strategy there by the offensive staff. After a kind of a chunk play, you expect the defense to be maybe in some cases overly aggressive, and they caught him there in that case. So the ball now moves to the 31-yard line of Knox Halls. Tennessee High 1st and 5, so the entire playbook's open here.
Yep, and sticking to that double wing formation with Cooper Boer and Preston Fagans, and they'll hand to Plumbar as Fagans wraps, and he'll pick up a gain of about 2, and it looks like there's going to be a little bit of extra added on to the end of this one.
Like a little bit over exuberance there by the Red Devils defense. Might end up in a personal foul here by the time this is all said and done. We'll get that word from the referees here. It's a face mask on
that's what I saw at the end of that run. Don't know if this will be a 15-yarder or just a 5, but
I think they did.
They're going to give it a 15.
Did single personal foul, so they're going to move this ball now. Automatic 1st down inside the 15-yard line down to the 12. So Tennessee High really in great situation right here to start on this opening drive. They've been patient. They've let this develop. They've had a nice chunk play down the field, and a couple of penalties now have put them in the red zone with an opportunity to get the first points on the board in this ball game.
Yeah, and Knox Hall is playing a noticeably stacked box here with really no high safety over the top, just trying to hem in Plumbar, but he's going to get the carry here, and he's going to burst through. He's going to continue to break tackles, power all the way down for another 1st down, and the Vikings are at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is dangerous for Knox Halls. If they can't stop the run with basically 8 guys in the box and no deep safety, all it's going to take is Richardson pulling that one time and throwing it over the top to one of his very capable wide receivers.
Yeah.
And, he could have a big night.
All it's going to take is one post with one of these fast receivers and Richardson to put it on the money.
So we got that kind of stacked two tight fullbacks here with Plumbar in the backfield.
They'll hand to him, and he will walk into the end zone. And the Vikings will strike first in this home playoff game. And that one, other than the one reception to Riley Price, was all Elijah Plumbar.
Yeah, that's what you call a statement drive to open a ball game. Establish the run even with a stacked box, and then also being able to hit a couple passes downfield. Penalties helped, but Tennessee High puts the first 6 on the board. Got to be feeling good about that. With Knox Halls stacking up to try to stop the run and still couldn't make it happen.
But I mean, they found themselves at a 2nd and 15 at one point, and just kind of an interesting.
And we get a 2-point conversion. Yep.
That'll be caught by Preston Fagans, and tell you the truth, I don't even know where he lined up there.
Yeah. Coach Holt is 10 yards out on the field, high-fiving his guys. He is showing some heavy intensity here. Obviously, Coach Holt, a Tennessee High grad, as much of his staff happens to be as well. So big-time opportunity for his team. First home playoff game, as you said, since 2020. Huge opportunity here for the Vikings to make a name for themselves in this region against the Knoxville squad that is coming in with a good record. I think they were 5-2 in their region as well, and again a very good
6-4 overall, maybe
6-4 overall, and a really good Knoxville-based league. But that was an excellent opening drive for the Vikings. Coach Jesse Taylor, the offensive coordinator, really dialed that up nicely, and the guys executed. And then it's a little unorthodox maybe to go for 2 on that opening set, but they saw what they liked. Had a really wide set, and Fagans was able to break open in the end zone, and Tennessee High takes an 8-0 lead to start the ball game. I don't think you could script that any better. And 5 minutes off the clock to right out of the way as well. So nice sustained drive.
Little more statistics here. 5 years since the last home playoff game, but it's been 7 years since the Vikings have made it out of the first round.
Right. Yes.
So this is a big one for the Vikings moving forward. And as we just received word before this one, if they're able to come out on top here, they will have another one right here.
Yep. Kind of a squib kick. Yep. Kind of a halfway attempt at a onside kick. Maybe trying to catch Knox Halls off schedule, but it was recovered and moved forward maybe a couple of yards. So Halls gets a really good field position to start here. It's going to end up at about the 39-yard line as we see them take the field. Their quarterback, number 9, Amari Lethgo, is a good-sized guy, senior, 6 foot. They list him at 185. I think that's maybe generous.
Yeah.
And we'll see. He's got 4 wides here to start.
Yeah, and trading into trips, and they're just going to hand the ball off here. And I mean, he's going to be met pretty quickly, but a pretty decent run right there of 6 yards by number 5, Michaelis Daniel. So they're in a very spread out formation, as Coach Manahan just mentioned. Started the game out with doubles, really spread, traded into trips, so they'll do the same here. Looks like they're going to try to throw a little bubble screen out here to the motioning receiver, and he's going to turn upfield and pick up plenty enough for the first down.
Yeah. It was probably 2 holds on that particular play, neither one of which was flagged. Initial hold, and then the defensive back was held as well, but neither one of those is called, so that's nice gain there for Halls on just a little quick swing pass. Actually, he's behind the line of scrimmage, so I guess it's technically a run.
Yeah, I mean,
and all the way down to the 41-yard line of Tennessee High.
And now they'll come out in an empty look here with trips out to this wide side of the field and doubles on the backside. So not every day you see an empty package.
Watch for a quarterback run here as well.
Looks like they're going to blow this one dead.
Yeah. So, you haven't seen too many 5-wide sets throughout this season. We do have a false start for Halls, so that's going to drop them back 5 yards.
I believe the only time we've really seen an empty package this year was, of course, Sevier County and Johnson City, or Science Hill. So, I mean,
yeah, so it hasn't been something that the Tennessee has seen a bunch, but they're going to go right back to it here. One of their captains, Jarrell Chandler, number 3, is a 6'3", 200-pound wide receiver. He is every bit of that. And we've got another. Another flag. It's going to be another false start. Looks like, and it might have been the same guy. It looks like on the far side of the field. So it's going to be now 1st and 20.
And one thing I think I'm noticing is that his head is not turned to the line of scrimmage before the ball is snapped. Yeah. And this is an issue that landed the Tennessee Volunteers into some trouble last Saturday. Braylon Staley was not set before the ball was snapped, looking over to the sideline for a call, and then if your head is not squared to the line of scrimmage, that's
an issue.
Yep.
So penalties really hurting the Red Devils here so far. 1st and 20 from now on the other side of the 40-yard line, or 50-yard line.
And just kind of a simple tunnel screen here as Honaker will make the tackle right around where he would have been if they just would have had that at a 1st and 10. So this will bring up about a 2nd and 9.5.
So ball's moved right back to about the 40-yard line. So nice little catch, good hands catch there by number 17. Cooper Faust, who was the guy that I believe was charged for both of those penalties. So he redeemed himself, got the penalty yardage back plus a yard. So 2nd and 9 as we're down to 6 minutes to go. 2nd and 9 from the Tennessee High 40.
Halls will come back out in a trips package here on this wide side of the field, and they'll just drop back and hit another little key screen. Yeah. Great tackle by Elijah Plumbar, breaking down from his corner spot and tackling number 3, Jarrell Chandler, before he could really get going.
The aforementioned Chandler, that was about a 40-yard throw across the field and gained about maybe a yard maybe. So it's going to end up being, they're going to call it 3rd and 8. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first. Tennessee High leads 8-0. The first 3rd and long for Halls, but again inside the 40-yard line, so probably looking at 2 downs here to pick up that yardage. And they do go to a 4-wide set.
Yep. So they're going to trade over again into a trips on this short side of the field. And there's pressure coming out the backside. Isaac Stevens, he's going to tuck this one and go, though, and he's going to be short of the 1st down.
Yeah.
So
it is going to be 4th down. It's going to be 4th and about 2.
Yep.
A full 2 yards here. Halls, I'm sure, is going to go for it as we're inside the 35-yard line. But this is not a 4th and inches. This is maybe 4th and 2.5. It looks like a long 2 for sure. So 4-wide set. And they're going to left goes going to trade over number 11, Dom Culp, for 3 wides to the left.
So try to draw a penalty right there, but the Vikings get back pretty quick. And taking their time on this 4th down play as Lethgo.
Yeah, Tennessee High didn't have the right formation. Saw the coaches gesticulating down there on the field to try to get somebody to a different spot. They ended up calling a timeout here on the 4th down. So we'll take that opportunity to step aside for just a minute. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. Tennessee High leads 8-0.
Bristol, Tennessee welcomes 35 new jobs this morning. Friendship Ford is coming to town.
Rain or shine, Bristol has Ford.
Whatever you call it, at Toyota of Bristol, we got it. Whether you're looking for the hottest models or the latest rides, the perfect family adventurer or a road trip champion, it's all yours. Find your new Toyota from Toyota of Bristol today. We give you more.
Back to the Viking Sports Network. 4th down and 2 for Knox Halls. Try to go with a hard count to begin. Again, they stick with that 3 wide set to the short side of the field.
Yep, and again, they've only ran the ball once this drive, and right here they'll just try to hit a little hitch, and they will. That'll be a pretty easy pitch and catch for Maury Lethko and Dom Culp, but there is a flag back here, so
we'll see what the laundry on the field happens to be. I think it is going to go against Tennessee High, it appears. See the offensive line clapping for Halls.
Yep, and they're pointing that way, so
we'll see if it's a tack on or if it was during the play.
And, you know, if they're going to play this type of football where, you know, they're just trying to get it out quick on these little short hitch routes, you know, maybe play up a little bit in their face and don't let any of that happen because, I mean, just from a size vantage point, I mean, we looked at their roster before the game, and it doesn't look like they're any bigger than we are.
There's not a huge size advantage either way. That was a personal foul. They didn't give a number, so I'm not sure exactly who it was on, but that does move the ball inside into the red zone down to the 13-yard line, 1st and 10 for Halls. So this drive is kind of mirroring what Tennessee High did, but it's just all through the air in this case. 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and still in a trip set as Lethko is going to look back on this side and hit a little tunnel screen, and, I mean, he's just going to walk into the end zone. That's number 17, Cooper Faust. So all through the air right there for Knox Halls, other than one run that went for just about 5 yards.
Yeah, nice move there by Faust to avoid Baron Harklerode, who was being blocked. A nice job on the outside there, opening that up. And so we'll see if I think Halls is going to go for 2 to see if they can match this. Maybe. We'll see. You know, they actually do have their kickers on the field. Number 22, Kevin Pendergrass, is going to try to boot this through. So Tennessee High is going to maintain a lead here after going for 2 on that opening drive, regardless of whether this extra point goes through or not. But that was, again, 2 impressive offensive drives for each squad. One almost completely on the ground, one almost completely through the air. And that kick is up and good. So 8-7, 3 minutes and 57 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Each team on their opening drive was able to drive the length of the field. Both actually got a little bit of help with short kickoffs and had kind of shorter fields than what they would have normally. But definitely impressive on the offensive side for each side. So kind of a study in contrast there. We'll see if that continues throughout the game. So one of those game scenarios and see how each of the defenses is going to adjust to what the offenses are obviously well-oiled. So whoever kind of figures out what the other side's doing and can counteract it the best is probably going to have the advantage here.
Yeah, and kind of just 2 different looks. I mean, as far as drives are concerned, you had one that was entirely through the air, with only 1 run, and then you had one that was primarily all on the ground with only
1 pass.
So, I mean, you know.
That,
and a couple of penalties thrown in there for both teams on defense to kind of help them.
Absolutely. Had a personal foul on either side there that kind of pushed the ball from outside the red zone to deep in the red zone, and both teams took advantage. So if this is what it's going to be tonight, we might have ourselves a little shootout here.
Yep.
But definitely both squads came to play, especially offensively.
We really haven't had an example of a shootout since we've been commentating since last year at Davy Crockett.
That's correct. And that only lasted a half.
Yeah, so I know, and then it was all Vikings from there, as this one's going to be pinned back to Baron Harklerode. He'll field this one right around the 4-yard line. He's coming to this far sideline, and he's got a lane right here if he just wants to turn upfield, and he's just going to step out of bounds right around the 29. So
good return, about 25-yard return there for Harklerode. So Tennessee is going to take over right about the 29-yard line, it appears. Second drive, so very successful opening drive. Much of it on the ground, as we'd mentioned. Would expect to see more of the same, but again, we may see an opportunity to open things up here a little bit now that they've seen what Halls wants to do defensively. So same set that they started the game with. Fagans and Cooper Boer kind of offset fullbacks, backing in between the guard and tackle. 2 wides, and Richardson and Plumbar in the backfield.
Yeah, so they've really liked this formation early on, and they'll hand to Plumbar again. He'll try to find something, but
He's
not
still
really
moving.
much given, but he is going to pick up a gain of about 3 here. So Hall's still not playing with a deep safety over the top.
Yeah, the middle of the field is wide open.
Yeah, I mean, if even just a slant, maybe.
Slant, or the one thing
a deep slant.
One thing I'm waiting for is possibly maybe a pull and get either Boer or Fagans down the seam from that kind of. It's kind of a mock tight end position. It's a step off the line, but I think the linebackers would have a hard time staying with him from what I can see here.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, it's really not a double wing at this point. It's kind of just double tight, but off the line. And they'll hand a Plumbar yet again, so they're still trying to stick to this run game early. And I mean, he doesn't want to be tackled easy, but right there, he's barely going to get past the sticks. This will be about a 3rd and 6 coming up here.
6 coming up here from about the 34-yard line. So they're going to call it 3rd and 5. Give him 2 yards in that. So 3rd and medium. This will be a huge down here, I think, for Tennessee High, just throughout the evening. Anytime you can get to 3rd and 5 or less, I think things tilt to Tennessee High's side. But we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and right here, Richardson is going to pull and try to get to the flat to Boer, but just step for step all the way across for Knox Halls, as I think they kind of saw that one coming.
Good defense there by the Halls Red Devils. Not really a whole lot open. Richardson put it where nobody but his wide receiver could get it, but was not really in the vicinity to get that completion. So good stop there for Halls. Tennessee High goes 3 and out on their second possession. 2:30 to go here in the first quarter. Tennessee High punting away, leading 8-7.
And Richardson will get this one up and away and kind of off the tip of his toe there. And this one is barely going to flip field position here, landing at around the 38-yard line.
So Halls is going to get the ball right about where they started their first drive as well. So see if Tennessee High's defense can answer as Halls stepped up on that second drive. Again, probing the middle of that defense, which seems to be pretty stout for Halls. Be interesting to see if there's an adjustment made on the next possession, see if they can't get out on the edge, because everything is really tight in there right now. Whether it's quick passes or maybe some more sweep action, kind of outside zone, to see if they can exploit what I think Tennessee High may have a quickness advantage, where Halls is a little bit bigger. So 4 wides here to start on this drive.
Yeah, so Halls still looking to spread it out here, and Boer will walk up to kind of tighten up the coverage here. And this time, just simple pitch and catch over the middle. This one's going to be completed to number 17. Again, that is Cooper Faust. So Amari Lethgo just hits a quick little slant, and, I mean, Halls is keeping the tempo going.
Yeah, that moves the ball across the 50-yard line into Tennessee High territory. 1st down and 10 at the 43. Same set.
No huddle from here. They're going to motion across Brody Rogers, and they're going to hit Brody Rogers on yet another flare screen here. And he's going to take this one out across the 40 into the 35 here.
Yeah, so nice. There's that kind of wide set. They're doing a good job on the edge. Their wide receivers are doing a really nice job blocking our defensive backs, and it's safeties that are having to come up and make these tackles. They're going to pick up about 7 yards there on that play, so we can call it 2nd and 3 from the 36. But the ball's out of Lethgo's hands very quickly. He's not back there for very long. He's not holding that ball hardly at all.
I think that's where he's having a lot of success early because, I mean, as we pointed out in break, his passes don't have a ton of zip, but just a lot of space out here with these receivers, and that's a good tackle
by Boer.
Well, good wrap up by Cooper Boer.
It's going to be short of the first down. Basically picked up a yard, maybe 2. So we're going to see 3rd down here and about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. But again, you're right. That ball is in the air a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's floating out there.
Yeah.
And this is one of the – so they're going to give him the first down.
No, that's
a terrible spot.
That was at least a yard short without question. But they moved the sticks on that particular play.
I mean, for me personally, this is just – I mean, looking at alignments here, I think this is a situation where you just kind of – cat is what Tennessee High calls it. Just try to man these guys up, maybe even press up a little bit because you're giving a lot of space for him to just kind of float these passes out.
Right.
But right here he's going to go on a quarterback draw, and he's got some wheels.
Yeah, good-sized guys, probably 185, 190. Moves well. He's going to pick up a first down there on that particular run. Just kind of took it off of the left tackle and moves the ball just outside of the red zone down to the 21. So pretty methodical in terms of what Halls is doing so far. Nothing fancy.
No.
Short passes, get the ball out of the hands quick. They've run the ball 2 or 3 times So again, some adjustments going to have to be made here to be able to try to get some pressure, first of all. But again, that's not super relevant because the ball's out of his hands so quickly.
And, I mean, some teams, even in college football today, is right here they're only going to have their second run right there to number 5, Michaelis Daniel, so only his second carry of the game. But, I mean, some college teams, you watch Oregon play, these short passes, I mean, that's really their run game.
Yeah, it's an extension of the run game, as they would definitely tell you in that case. Daniel picks up about 2 yards there. Nice tackle by Cooper Boer to keep that run from going any further. But, again, 4 wides seems to be the standard here, and they'll go to 5 in longer down and distance, it appears, as the last couple of seconds of the first quarter have ticked off. And we are 1 quarter into this playoff game with Tennessee High holding on to a 1-point lead, but the Knox Halls Red Devils on the drive inside the 20-yard line. We'll step away for the quarter change. We'll be back here shortly to bring you the second quarter on the Viking Sports Network.
Individual effort, dedication, and a positive attitude combined with team spirit are the key elements of winners. The Robinette Company has positions available for people who want to join our winning team of over 400 employees. We proudly provide flexible packaging for many of our nation's finest brands like Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Apply online at robinettejobs.com today. An equal opportunity employer.
Under the lights of the Stone Castle, Viking pride shines.
And Johnny Brusco's is proud to be part of every moment.
From big wins to family dinners, it's where we come together.
Johnny Brusco's, we're on your team.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. CJ Manahan alongside Micah Kennedy. Second down and 8 for Halls, just inside the red zone at the 18-yard line, or 19-yard line, excuse me. First quarter scoring summary we'll bring to you here in just a second. It's going to be brought to you by Concord Wealth Partners. Score is 8-7 here currently. Tennessee High leading, but Knox Halls driving.
Yep. And they're going to trade across Brody Rogers, and this time he's going to line up kind of a wing position, and they're going to hit Rogers into the flat. He's going to turn upfield and pick up enough for the first down. So kind of moving Rogers all over the place. He's kind of been their motion guy so far in this game. Right there he lines up at a wing position and then just kind of slips into the flat and was uncovered.
Yep, picks up the first down. Touchdowns in the first quarter. Touchdowns this evening brought to you by Toyota of Bristol. Tennessee High struck first on a short run by Elijah Plumbar, followed up with Halls on their first drive, short pass to Cooper Faust, took it into the end zone, and that's what we've said at 8-7. We start the second quarter. That was a first down there by Rogers, just outside the 10-yard line, so we're going to call it 1st and 10. But no first down available from here. It's going to first and goal.
That time they'll try to hit kind of a similar route combination there, and that time that one's just going to fall incomplete.
But number 44, Gavin Self, was the intended receiver.
Different formation that time. That was the first time Halls hadn't lined up in kind of a true doubles formation or trips, 5 wide, whatever. They actually pulled in 2 tight wings, kind of what's mirrored Tennessee High's formations tonight, and that one just falls incomplete. But still, they look to go through the air.
Right. Yeah, this is the area of the field where you really need to be able to run the ball. Everything gets much tighter down here. And again, it looks like Lefko is certainly maybe even their primary runner when it comes down to it. Daniel will get a few carries here and there, but that's how that rolls. And here's Daniel right here.
And, I mean, doesn't pick up too many. I mean, maybe a gain of 3 right there, but.
Yeah. So it's going to be third and goal, excuse me, from about the, well, maybe.
About the 8 or 9.
I only gave him really about a 2-yard gain there. So 3rd and goal from about the 7. It appears they moved it up to the yard marker. But this is kind of an interesting spot. What do you do here? I mean, obviously going to probably run patterns into the end zone, but they're staying with a really tight formation that's a lot similar to Tennessee High's formation.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Lefko, go through the air. He hits the back out of the backfield, and Riley Price does a great job at keeping him hemmed in and
picks up a yard.
Picks up a yard. So Riley Price does a great job at keeping the back.
And they're going to bring
right
the field goal
unit
on, it appears. So good stop there for Tennessee High after what looked like kind of a march down the field. But when things got tight in the red zone, it's just hard to run routes that are going to, especially route concepts that are going to be what they really want to do. Short passes were the name of the game, and they picked up maybe 2 yards on those 2 passes. So good job by the Tennessee High defense standing up. We have got the kicker on the field now, number 88, Parker Crittenden, on for a field goal that's going to be right around 20 yards.
Yeah, and this one's kind of an awkward angle, so let's see. He is going to boot that one up and through.
Nice job by Crittenden there from the left hash, having to kick kind of across his body. But he knocks that through, and Halls takes the lead early here in the second quarter, 10-8. So kind of a chess match there. Halls moved the ball down the field with relative ease, but then kind of bogged down once they got inside the red zone. Tennessee High escapes with only giving up 3 points. They're going to get their third opportunity to possess the ball. First was a kind of nice march down the field, touchdown. Second was a 3-and-out. So we'll see what the offensive staff has cooked up here for this third opportunity. See if they can get a decent return here as well to set themselves up.
Yeah, and Knox Halls, I mean, they don't look like a team you want to give the ball too many chances. I mean, you kind of have to capitalize every time you touch it here, or else you're going to be playing in a back-and-forth matchup here.
Yeah, that's a really solid point. I think that a team that is built on just the short, quick game that's going to move the ball down the field, they're going to take what you give them. And the less possession they have, the better it's going to be for Tennessee High. I totally agree with that sentiment.
And I mean, barring any incompletions, I mean, the clock ends up draining up pretty much the same because high completion percentage, the clock never stops.
Correct. So here's Crittenden now to kick away, and he boots it deep.
And this one's going to be fielded by Baron Harkleroad yet again, right around the 5-yard line, and he's going to be coming down this way, and he'll go down right around the 23-yard line.
Nice tackle by there, number 44, Gavin Self, who we've mentioned pass was thrown his way on the offensive side. Did a good job staying in his lane, brought Harkleroad down after about a 20-yard return. So Tennessee High takes over at the 22-yard line, relatively deep in their territory. An opportunity here to see if we can get back on schedule, staying in front of the chains. So 3 wides coming out in a little bit different set, just Richardson and Plumbar alone in the backfield.
Yeah, so Tripp's tied in with Fagans as that lone tight end, and they'll hand to Plumbar yet again, and he'll try to push his way forward for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, he's not getting a ton of movement up front right now. Hall's doing a good job of kind of holding their blocks and then being able to get off those. We haven't seen Plumbar get through that second level yet. We'll see what Tennessee High does. Maybe, like I said, that was a little bit more off tackle that time, coming from that deep set in the shotgun. But again, testing the middle of this defense, Halls has stood up pretty well so far.
Yeah, and going to Tripp's tight end yet again with Fagans at that lone tight end spot on the far side of the field. They'll hand to Plumbar yet again, and this time he'll burst through the hole. He's going down the field. He has one man to beat, and he'll finally be forced out of bounds right around the 30-yard line. But that is exactly what he can do, especially with no deep safety over the top to try to keep him hemmed in. So
an underrated part of that was a high snap that Richardson was able to handle with one hand and still get the handoff. And that timing, I think, was just enough to be able to get Plumbar through that hole. And he went on a jaunt there all the way down to the Hall's 31-yard line. So big pickup for Tennessee High.
This time trying to get back to the line pretty quick, and Halls is going to take a timeout.
Yeah, excellent call on that play. And again, a little bit of a minor adjustment offensively to be able to spread the Hall's defense out a little bit more. And all it takes is with Plumbar just one missed tackle, and he's gone. And you saw it right there. All of a sudden, 50 yards gets chewed up. Yep. So we've got a timeout here. We'll step aside for just a minute. Timeout's brought to you by Johnny Brusco's New York Style Pizza. We'll be back here shortly to bring you the rest of this drive for Tennessee High.
Injuries don't wait. Why should you? At Appalachian Orthopedics, we're proud to offer access to an orthopedic specialist whenever you need it. Simply walk into any of our orthopedic urgent care clinics, call for a same-day appointment, or connect with an orthopedic specialist 24/7, 365 days a year for free virtual support through OrthoCare Now. Learn more at AppalachianOrthopedics.com or scan the QR code.
At Toyota Bristol, we know our town is a good place to live, but it's a better place to buy a pre-owned car. From our huge selection to inspections by our factory-certified technicians and quality you can trust. We give you more, so let's go places. Shop Toyota of Bristol.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. 1st and 10 for the Vikings on their the Hall's 31-yard line.
Kind of a four-surface quads look here, and Plumbar is going to stiff-arm a man in the backfield, but he is going to go down to the ground, so loss of about 5. Good play by number 2, Carson Pierce right there.
Yeah, saw that busted through the line. Plumbar did his best to try to break that tackle, maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but couldn't And that's going to move the ball back, about a loss of 5 back to the 36. So 2nd and 15, not exactly what you want in that scenario, but really a nice individual effort there by Pierce in order to break that play up. We got another interesting formation here.
Yeah, so, I mean, kind of a diamond backfield look here with Carter Smith, Cannon Stallnecker, and Elijah Plumbar, and he's going to power his way forward, so.
There's not much there through the middle of that defense.
I see the vision there. You have Stallnecker and Carter Smith leading on the 2 inside linebackers and try to let Plumbar do the rest, but right there, Halls was pretty ready for it.
Only picked up about 2 yards, so we got now a 3rd and very long, 3rd and 13 from the 34-yard line. We got no man's land territory here, so probably 2 downs regardless. Try to pick up maybe a chunk of this and make it a more manageable 3rd down as we see 3 wides go out to the left.
And we've seen them do some pretty interesting things in this situation this season. So right here, Dane Music is going to motion over, and
now we got a penalty that's going to move Tennessee High back as well. So now it makes it even longer. Going to be now a 3rd and 18. So we got just the timing was just a little bit off on that, as Music came all the way across the field on that motion, and Riley Price got a little bit of a head start. So now, said you don't have a ton of plays in the playbook for 3rd and 18, and now we're back closer to the 40-yard line. So this play here will determine kind of what Tennessee High decides to do. So 3rd and 18 is Bo Wutzman's going to check into the game. So now they're going to probably go 4 wides here, it appears. We haven't really seen a pass rush from either side yet.
No, and
hasn't been a whole lot of passing on the Tennessee High side regardless. So 3 wides and a tight end as well.
Yeah, kind of just going to that single wing, and now they got a reverse to Bo Wutzman going across this other side, and looks like Halls is trailing it pretty well, and
lost yardage.
Yep, ended up losing about a yard there. So,
yeah, I like the concept, but Halls did a really good job of recognizing what was going on and just kind of stopped that in its tracks. So that's probably going to end up being a punt, as Tennessee High lost a yard there, 4th and 19, and Richardson looks like he's probably going to punt this away. Although we've got Gannon Meyer coming to the ball game, so he's going to come in at wide receiver.
Okay, this is a unique look here.
Yeah, so 4th and 17, Tennessee High from the 40 is going to go for it, it appears. Or at least maybe try to draw Halls offside.
Oh, okay. Got a little Philly special going here, and Meyer's going to fire, and that one's going to be intercepted. Now, he is going to make the tackle, so it'll end up being just a bad arm punt there.
Yeah.
Landon Halls around the 45-yard line.
It was not a bad play design. Had Richardson kind of open if he could have got that
more
towards the sideline. Yeah, led him to the sideline, had an opportunity there. Still might have had to turn it upfield to get a 1st down, but
I mean, it looked like he might have been able to take off a little bit there.
Had the separation, but the ball's returned after the interception to the Halls 43, so they get the opportunity to move the ball after that possession. So 6 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Halls with a 10-8 lead now with the ball on their own 43. And again, that 4 wide set, as we've seen pretty much throughout the ball game.
And Cooper Brewer is going to creep up, and Rogers is going to go in motion yet again, and this time he's going to look for a double pass, and it is wide open, and they're going to nail this one down the field, but it's going to fall incomplete. So, I mean, right there, Brody Rogers put a pretty decent ball on Cooper Faust's hands, but it looked like he tried to go for highlight points, catching it one-handed, and it just fell right through that one hand.
He sold the route beautifully, but the ball was just a little bit off. Instead of kind of turning to maybe just secure the ball, tried to make that highlight play, and it ends up falling incomplete. So Tennessee High dodges the bullet there. 2nd and 10 now from that same 43-yard line in that 4 wide set.
Yeah, but I mean, I really liked the play. That was nice. And right here, Frank Reed's coming on a heater blitz, and I mean, I don't know that he sprinted that whole entire play. Number 3, Jarrell Chandler just kind of sat down and walked out of bounds.
Yep, and he picked up about 7. Didn't have a whole lot of room to work with on the sideline, but just kind of made that look easy. Pitch and catch there. But now 3rd and 3 with the ball just inside into Tennessee High territory at the 49-yard line.
And I mean, again, they're using these short completions as their run game. I mean, right here yet again, he's looking to the flat, and he'll hit Rogers again, who's going to make a great play, turning upfield, breaking a couple tackles, and just kind of just been their do-it-all guy here.
The security blanket. He's just, you find him in the flat most of the times. He's got really good hands, catches the ball well, and he's hard to bring down.
Yeah.
He's a solid 190. It says 6'1", 190.
Even threw a pretty decent ball a moment ago.
Yeah. So. The Swiss Army knife out here for the Red Devils as they now move deeper into Tennessee High territory. First down and 10 from the 35. 5 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock here.
And Lethco back in that empty package here. He's just going to pitch and catch right through number 17, Cooper Faust, yet again. So, I mean, really haven't done anything fancy other than that reverse double pass play, but
dialed that one up and caught Tennessee High looking in the backfield. But it's been real simple stuff. Two-step drops from from the shotgun position and get it out of his hands.
It hasn't been anything more than a hitch and a flat route. So very simple to maybe try to pick up here. But again, 5 wide for Lethco, and he's just going to drop back, and this time he is going to look deep down the field.
It's overthrown. Harkleroad almost had a pick there. He came off of his guy, saw the ball in the air, and had an opportunity, bounced off his left hand, just maybe a half a step away from being able to pick that one off. Probably would have ended up in a touchback as well as would have been in the end zone.
So, I mean, right there, I mean, Harkleroad ends up running the route and just through his hand.
Yeah, just over the top right there. So now 3rd and 4 from the 29-yard line. 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in the first half. So kind of that 3rd and medium, which again, look for that kind of short pass scenario is what we've seen so far today.
And I would look for the back of the backfield here, as right here Lethco's just going to try to keep it on a read option, but Cooper Boer was there immediately.
It's going to be a loss. So it's going to end up being 4th and about 5, maybe 5.5 after that play. Nice job there by Boer. Did not falling for the fake at all. Just came directly to the quarterback and brought him down.
And defensive end, your responsibility is you are a quarterback player. So that's a great player, or a great play by Cooper Boer there.
Good recognition, good tackle, and he got some assistance after he'd made initial contact. So now 4th and 5, big play here from the 30-yard line of Tennessee High.
And this time we got trips out to this side, and Lethco's going to try to hit that screen early. And Elijah Plumbar makes one heck of a tackle. I mean, just absolutely levels Cooper Faust low, and that one goes for a loss of 3, and the Vikings take over on downs.
Beautiful recognition there by Plumbar, showing off that closing speed. Faust had no chance. I mean, barely had the ball in his hands before.
His legs were getting hit when the ball hit him in the hand.
That's correct. It's a nice play there. Good timing by Plumbar and a really nice stop there by the Tennessee High defense. They take over. 1st down and 10. 4:26 to go here in the half on their 34-yard line.
And, I mean, chance here to pick up a lot of momentum, especially after a hit like that from Elijah Plumbar, as right here he's going to get the handoff and just going to get met pretty early by, again, Carson Pierce, who's played a pretty decent game on that outside linebacker position. He's kind of reaped some havoc. I mean, not a very big guy, but rolling up and just kind of surprising the front with his quickness.
Yeah, he's listed at 5'11", 180, playing some defensive end, and he's definitely had his nose in a bunch of these plays. So just a 1 yard gain as we tick under 4 minutes to go here in the half. 3 wides, Richardson, Plumbar in the backfield.
Richardson's going to roll over to this right side, and he's looking deep down the field. He's got a man, Baron Harkleroad, backpedaling. He's going to make a phenomenal catch, and he's rolling down the sideline untouched. The Vikings are back on top.
As we said, there's no over the top help at all. And that time we mentioned Jarrell Chandler, who was playing on the boundary, had his eyes in the backfield, saw the initial wide receiver kind of cut across his face, and Harkleroad snuck behind him. Beautiful pass by Richardson, good patience, dropped it right in the bucket, and Harkleroad secured the catch and basically walked into the end zone.
I mean, that was a great catch by Baron Harkleroad, though. I mean, he had to adjust, flip his shoulders, and make the catch in stride, and he does the rest.
Walks it on in. So beautiful play there by Tennessee High. Good recognition of what the defense was offering, and touchdown is the result. Now Dexter Dishner on for the extra point.
Up and
he knocks it through. So that early 2-point conversion now pushes that lead out to 5. So Tennessee High now leads 15-10. 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go here in the first half. Halls did defer, so they will get the ball to start the second half. But that was a big response there by Tennessee High. Great stop defensively and a big over-the-top play from Richardson to Harkleroad. Exactly what the doctor ordered in that circumstance as Tennessee High retakes the lead. Again, touchdowns brought to you tonight by Toyota of Bristol, also the sponsor of the Classic coming up as well. We'll talk a little bit about that as we get deeper into the night. We've got the team selections next week. Should be looking forward to that as well. But all eyes this evening are on the Stone Castle here in Bristol as Tennessee High looking for an opportunity to win a home playoff game and then maybe host a second one with a victory here tonight. So a lot of incentive for the Vikings to get the job done. So Dishner comes back out on the field, getting ready to boot it away. So plenty of time here for Halls. They've got 2 timeouts, 3 minutes and 43 seconds to play in the first half. So again, Tennessee High defense looking to step up to maybe certainly try to keep this lead going into halftime. But kind of a back and forth affair we've seen so far today. Tennessee High and Halls scoring on their opening drives. We've had some stops in between. A field goal for Halls, and then a nice long touchdown for the Vikings there on that last possession.
So Dexter Dishner is going to just kind of look to pooch kick this one yet again. This one's going to be fielded right around midfield, and Dayton Music is going to take him down right around the 44-yard line. So different kick look for the Vikings so far tonight.
Yeah, I'm used to seeing this. We've talked ad nauseum about Dishner's ability to put the ball down inside the 10-yard line on the kickoffs, but there obviously some scouting on that. Must have had Hall's return game must be one of their strengths, and obviously the Tennessee High staff trying to stay away from that. But again, the trade-off there is really good field position, as Halls is going to start this drive at their 44-yard line.
And again, they're going to go to their just kind of their doubles formation here as the back's going to leave the backfield. They're going to try to hit him quick, and he's going to be met by Bo Utzman. So great play by Bo Utzman, and they're going to end up losing about 4 yards here.
That is one of the downsides of this short passing game, is if the defensive backs can start to read this, all these passes are being completed behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah. So on that 4th down play, you saw Faust get upended and lost about 4 yards. Here's another 4-yard loss. It's going to move the ball back to the 40-yard line. So Tennessee High starting to figure things out defensively in terms of what the reads are and what Lefko wants to do.
And Lefko is going to kind of go over the middle and shoo-wee. I mean, there were 4 Vikings in the area there that could have potentially intercepted that pass. And, I mean, just looking at Michaelis Daniel, the halfback for Knox Halls, I mean, usually you don't see a starting running back at any level of football, from high school to college to pro, who is, I mean, just sitting at 5'9", 150 pounds.
Yeah, sort of the definition of a scat back, but he's a guy that they try to run between the tackles, so they just don't have that power running game. So now 3rd and 14, long 3rd down here for the Red Devils.
And right here, Lefko's going to try to look at a corner route here, and that's going to bring up a 4th very long and almost guaranteed the first punt for the Red Devils.
Extremely unproductive drive there for Knox Halls, and an incomplete pass which stops the clock, so Tennessee High did not have to use either of their 2 timeouts. So they get an opportunity to return a punt here and maybe tack on to this lead with plenty of time and a couple of timeouts in their pocket.
And, I mean, I was talking a little bit on some of the breaks. I mean, you get some pressure on these receivers, you get up in their face, and you're going to cause some havoc with this short pass game. And, I mean, that drive really showed it.
Absolutely. So Tennessee High starting to make some defensive adjustments against what Halls really wants to do. They don't seem super comfortable trying to throw the ball downfield.
And they don't seem ultimately very physical when it comes to trying to do anything else. It's actually going to end up being a decent punt. Halls is going to end up downing it right around the 23-yard line.
Yeah, nice roll on that. Got a good rush by Honaker, who kind of affected the trajectory of that punt, but a nice bounce there from about the 32 down to the 23. So Tennessee High takes over, 1st down and 10. 2:42 on the clock. So we'll see what Tennessee High tries to do. This is anytime you get into this kind of 4-minute or less offense, it's all predicated on getting that first down. Get that first down, get some momentum going, and then you can start opening up the playbook. But you certainly don't want to leave time on the clock for Halls here either.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of one of those scenarios.
Single wing formation here is they're going to hand to Plumbar, and he's going to be upended pretty quickly and not even barely get back to the line of scrimmage there. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Basically no gain on that play. The interior of that Halls defense continues to stand strong. It's not getting a ton of movement on the upper end there. So we'll see. But again, they're playing 7 or 8 guys really close to the line of scrimmage. They do seem to have a safety that's going to be moving back towards the middle of the field here, and that is Jones, but he's also walking up, so there really is nothing in the middle. There's no help there.
He's playing maybe 10 yards off the ball here, and Richardson's going to try to find somebody. He's going to turn upfield and fire this one deep down the field to Riley Price.
Oh!
And that one's going to hit him in the chest, but that one had a chance.
Pretty good defense there by Daniel. I think that's what affected it. It ended up hitting Price right in the chest. But Daniel's hand went up right at the end and I think obstructed Price's view. And that's where but that's a heck of a throw by Richardson. He was kind of scrambling, doing his best Fran Tarkington out there. And then just let one loose and had Price. If he catches that, he's probably going to score.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that could have ended up being one of the highlight plays of the year there.
Now we're stuck in that unenviable position of 3rd down and long, where there's still 2 minutes on the clock. So do you run the ball here, force them to take a timeout, or you try to go for a first down? We're going to find out.
Well, it looks like they're going to roll Richardson out, and he's just going to fire this one deep
over
the head of Harker Road.
Harker Road was open, but pass was airmailed. So both teams go straight 3 and outs there with only about, a minute, maybe a minute going off the clock between those 2 drives. So now Tennessee High's going to have to punt it away, and Halls gets an opportunity to answer. It's been kind of a weird up and down game.
Yeah,
in that sense.
It's hard to establish really who has the upper hand in any category here.
That's a fair statement. Richardson boots one, gets a nice punt off.
Yeah, and he's backpedaling. Rogers will end up fielding this one right around the 35 and try to turn
nice
upfield. And that was a great, phenomenal hit by number 51. Find me number 51.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who that is. I'm not even sure we have him on the roster. This is the one. Yep, that's right.
Could be Alex Carey. We've seen him wear 13. We've seen him, I guess, wear 51. It's Alex Carey.
Yeah,
perfect.
Alex Carey.
We saw
on the scene.
Yeah, we saw had a great game last week.
Yeah. So a man of many numbers, and certainly is not afraid to stick his nose in there. So 1st down and 10, minute 42 to play. 2 timeouts for Halls. They're going to start on their 44-yard line.
Right here, Cooper Boer is coming untouched on this backside.
Oh, that ball's in the air. Oh, opportunity there. Ball bounced off of Chandler's chest, and looked like Price was in the area to maybe snag that, but the ball does fall incomplete.
And if Plumbar went for Chandler there, but if he gets his eyes, maybe he comes up with that football there.
So 2nd and 10, minute 37 to go. Again, on the 40, just across the 44-yard line. It's Tennessee High looking to stop this Halls drive. Again, with 4 wides here.
Yep, and Riley Price is walking up, and he'll go on a blitz here. So Lethgo's going to try to take off, but he's going to get nothing.
Yeah, nice job by the Tennessee High defense recognizing that. Kept their contain, and I think that's actually going to end up in a loss. So we'll call that a
lost
sack.
About a yard there.
Yep, nice job by the Tennessee High defense staying home. Lethgo really didn't have anywhere to go as the clock is now ticking down towards a minute. So we'll see what Halls decides to do. They're going to let this play clock run all the way down, it appears, taking their time getting into the formation. 2-by-2 set. Lethgo's motioning to his wide receivers, letting them know what they want to do as we tick under a minute to go.
True doubles, and I will almost guarantee just a simple, looks like they're going on a slant. Lethgo's going to shake off the tackle, and now he's going to fire the ball down the field to Rogers, who's going to be close to the first down.
Looks like it's probably going to be just short, but that's a heck of an individual effort by Lethgo. My goodness.
Got to give it to him there. He shook off a number of Tennessee High defenders and was able to fire that one for a completion. He literally ducks under a sack here and then fights his way through a couple more and just jump pass into a defender.
So 4th down and about 1.5 yards as they try to go hard count. Tennessee High stays pat. 44 seconds to go here in the first half, and now we get a timeout. Looks like maybe Tennessee High is going to call a timeout here to talk this over and see what they want to do defensively. And they do. We'll take the timeout with them here. Timeout's brought to you by Johnny Brusco's New York Style Pizza. We'll step away for just a minute. 4th and about 1 yard with 44 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network.
Get ready for the 42nd Annual Classic at Tennessee High School, presented by Toyota of Bristol. From December 26th through the 31st, Viking Hall will host 18 teams, including 5 defending state champions and nationally ranked programs. Visit thsclassic.com for tickets and to purchase streaming for all 30 games live. The Classic at Tennessee High School, presented by Toyota of Bristol, Bristol's original holiday basketball tradition.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcat!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter Agent Freddie Herkel Road in Johnson City today.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. 4th down play, short pass to number 11, Dom Culp, for about a 3-yard gain, just enough for the first down as this drive continues. Now we're down 30 seconds in the first half.
And that's just kind of been the common theme for this one, as Lethgo is just slipping out of tackles, firing deep down the field, and that one's going to be completed to Culp again. So, I mean, he's just having a magician act on the field right now, and they're going to keep rolling, but there's a player down here.
We got a referee down here just not paying even the slightest bit of attention. So Lethgo, my goodness, just cannot get him to the ground. I mean, he's a solidly built guy. And Tennessee High he's just kind of shrugging Tennessee High defenders off, and then is able to push the ball down the field to Culp, who's made a couple of nice catches here on this drive. That's going to push the ball inside the Tennessee High red zone down to about the 18-yard line. So all credit to Lethgo there. He's just not going down. He refusing to make that happen. Then threw a pass with some nice zip across a Tennessee High defender, and Culp was able to snag that.
And I think that was just a strategic. I'm going to sit down here and maybe help my guys out.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see exactly what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to charge Tennessee High with a timeout there or not. Referees are still huddled up to make a call on that. There's 20 seconds on the clock. And again, Hall still has a timeout left. So an opportunity here for them to they can basically run anything.
Yeah. And Lethgo, I mean, just from our vantage point, I mean, he just appears to be their best runner with the football. And he looks to just be like an all-around athlete at the quarterback position.
That is a fair statement. A guy that just is tough to bring down to begin with, but then also has that ability to throw the ball downfield.
And right here, he'll back up yet again and fire deep down the field, and that one's going to fall incomplete.
Good pressure inside there by Frank Reed, who's been coming on a blitz pretty regularly. Again, I don't think Halls has necessarily just abandoned the run, but they're throwing on 4 out of 5 downs.
Yeah.
So Tennessee High started to bring their linebackers pretty regularly, and Reed has gotten home a couple of times. But again, Lethgo's been able to kind of shake him off. But definitely the pressure in his face that time affected that. A corner route to Rogers, who seems to be his main wideout, but that fell incomplete. 13 seconds to go here, 2nd and 10.
And again, Lethgo's just going to drop back, and this time the running back goes untouched on a wheel route, and he's going to go out of bounds right around the 4-yard line. So I saw that one immediately, but the Vikings were unable to pick that one up. And again, that scat back, Daniel's just going to get the Red Devils
really
in the red zone.
Nice play design, taking advantage of the open flat there. It's 8 seconds on the clock, and the ball's at the 4-yard line. So it's, again, kind of one of those dicey situations. But again, with 8 seconds, that's plenty. It's probably enough time for 2 plays for sure.
I could see Lethgo keeping this one. He looks to be kind of even their power runner here. As right here, they're going to keep it with Lethgo, and he's going to walk into the end zone. So, you know, I've seen enough of teams that have players like this, especially a quarterback like that. They get down in this situation, I would almost guarantee it's going to go in their hands, and right there it does.
Touchdown does give Halls a 1-point lead now with the extra point upcoming. Number 22, Kevin Pendergrass, onto the field to try to boot that through with 4 seconds on the clock. So those missed opportunities to bring Lethgo down right there cost Tennessee High. And it's going to lead to a halftime lead here for the Red Devils. And again, Halls does get the ball to start the second half as well. So the momentum definitely going to be with Halls as they are able to take advantage of a couple of, I wouldn't even call them miscues, just some missed opportunities for Tennessee High defensively to be able to get Lefko on the ground. But credit to him in the fact that he just kind of was able to work through that, made the plays. Now Halls takes back the lead.
And, I mean, he turned a 3rd and 12 into a 4th and 1
Yes.
just like that, just because he just refused to go down. I mean, he was tackled in the backfield for what would have been like a 4th and 16.
Mm-hmm. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. Would have forced a punt for sure, but ends up with a couple. He made a couple of really just remarkable plays to be able to escape a little Houdini act there, and was able to lead his team down the field. So would expect kind of a little squib kick here, very likely to take us to halftime.
Yeah, and interesting half, and you know, it's not every day you see a 17-15 score.
We expected a close ball game based on everything we saw. These teams that were maybe a little bit different in terms of style, but evenly matched in terms of athleticism and size for the most part. And it's turned out to be just that. Got number 88, Parker Crittenden, in here to kick it away. We'll see what he decides to do with it. Would expect probably a squib kick here to end the half, and he decides to boot it away. And it is a little squib kick.
Gonna do just that, and this one's actually going to
go out of bounds. Yep. Ball wasn't touched, so it's out of bounds. Penalty flag down.
So I would expect the knee, just take it to the half.
Yeah, Tennessee High going to talk about what they're going to do defensively to make some adjustments, try to keep Lefko from getting out of the pocket. They've done a pretty good job of putting pressure on him, but getting him to the ground has been another story. But the whole goal in playoff football is to get to halftime with the game, winnable, and that's exactly what it is here. Both teams kind of took some swings at each other, and we ended up with the end of the first half, a really tight ball game.
Yeah, and kind of this unique diamond backfield situation going on here, as right here they're going to pitch it out to Plumbar and try to get people out in front of him as a lead blocker, but he's just going to go down to the turf, and that'll take us to halftime.
So at the half, Tennessee High trails Knox Halls 17-15 in what was a back-and-forth affair all the way through. We'll step aside for halftime. It'll take about 20 minutes. We'll be back here to bring you the second half. Should be a good one here from the Stone Castle. It's been a great first half, kind of like I said, back and forth affair as we now sit at halftime. We'll be back here in about 20 minutes. Stick with us on the Viking Sports Network for second half action.
It all began right here in 1993 at a single Ford store in Bristol, Tennessee.
Rain or shine, Bristol has Ford.
With Friendship's great deals and legendary customer service, we've now grown to 21 locations, 9 cities, in 5 states. Anywhere you are, any car you want, you've got a friend nearby.
Injuries don't wait. Why should you? At Appalachian Orthopedics, we're proud to offer access to an orthopedic specialist whenever you need it. Simply walk into any of our orthopedic urgent care clinics, call for a same-day appointment, or connect with an orthopedic specialist 24/7, 365 days a year for free virtual support through OrthoCare Now. Learn more at AppalachianOrthopedics.com or scan the QR code.
Drum majors, is your band ready? Let's hear it for the mighty Viking band.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. CJ Manahan alongside Micah Kennedy, getting ready to start the second half. We do have some weather moving into the area as well, something we've got to keep an eyeball on. So just we'll keep you apprised of that. Tennessee High received the opening kickoff, so they're going to kick off here to start the second half. Halls scored on their last possession to take the lead, and we currently sit 17-15 Halls over Tennessee High with an opportunity here. The Tennessee High defense has had their stops in the first half. We'll see if they can start the second half with a stop here as well as Dexter Dishner gets ready to boot it away.
And he's just going to continue that little squib kick as this one's going to be fielded by one of the up men, and Carter Smith is going to make a pretty decent tackle right around the 40-yard line. So Halls will take over with a chance to extend this lead up by 2 points currently. The score sits at 17-15, and I mean, we were discussing just an interesting score.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of those unique score graphics that you see at the end of games.
It's a one-score game, but with a field goal, obviously either way, makes a fairly big difference. But again, Tennessee High with that kind of squib kick action has really led to really good field position for Halls as they go 5 wides right out of the gate, starting at their 42-yard line.
And Lethgo's just going to try to dump this one down, so just kind of continuing what they were doing in that first half with these simple hitch routes. But this time the Vikings are going to rally quick. But this is still going to end up being a pickup of about, they're going to only give him 2.
Yeah. So nice, good close there by Plumbar on Chandler, who they've run that play to quite a bit, but was not able to get loose. Tennessee High stayed in their lanes, and it's going to be a minimal gain of about, maybe 2.5 yards. Going to call it 2nd and 8 from the 44 as they stick with that 5 wide set.
And, I mean, 5 wide coming out, no doubt what they're going to try to do, just kind of dump it off quick. And right here, Lethgo's going to keep it, try to get the corner, and this one's going to be hemmed in.
Nice job there by the outside contained crew as Kai Allison was able to come down the line and be able to make that tackle. Really a gain of about, we could probably give him 3 there. So it's going to be a 3rd and medium, 3rd and 5 as the ball's now at the 47-yard line.
And, I mean, we were discussing in that first half, it looks like Lethgo is going to be their biggest running threat with the football, as they've only handed it to their actual tailback, Michaelis Daniel, a handful of times here. Is right here. Lethgo's going to dump it down, and just we're there immediately, but just a couple broken tackles, and they're able to get out across the first down marker.
Yeah, Music kind of went high on that tackle there, and he was able to slip through. gather enough for the first down. We've got an injured player on the field here. So an opportunity there to force a fourth down for the Vikings literally slips through their fingers, and the Red Devils get a first down on the Tennessee High side of the field at the 44. We do have a player down, so we'll step aside for just a minute. We'll be back here on the Viking Sports Network to give you information about what's going on there and see the rest of this drive.
Individual effort, dedication, and a positive attitude combined with team spirit are the key elements of winners. The Robinette Company has positions available for people who want to join our winning team of over 400 employees. We proudly provide flexible packaging for many of our nation's finest brands like Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Apply online at robinettejobs.com today. An equal opportunity employer.
At Toyota of Bristol, we know our town is a good place to live, but it's a better place to buy a pre-owned car. From our huge selection to inspections by our factory-certified technicians and quality you can trust. We give you more, so let's go places. Shop Toyota of Bristol.
In Bristol, Viking athletics are more than just games. They're our community. They're our pride.
And here at Johnny Brusco's, we're proud to be part of the same team.
Whether it's after a big win or just dinner with friends, Johnny Brusco's is where we come together.
We're honored to support Viking athletics and our community.
So when you're hungry, make the call we always make.
Johnny Brusco's, we're on your team.
Game day starts at Johnny Brusco's.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. First down for Knox Halls, just on the Tennessee High side of the field at the 44-yard line. Again, a third down opportunity there. It was a short pass that ended up gaining that first down. So Tennessee High defensively facing that kind of that dual set, two wides to each side.
Yeah, and Lethgo is going to hand to Daniel, and Daniel's actually going to have a pretty decent lane on this outside for the first time in the game, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards there.
Closed up fairly quickly, but he does pick up about 5 off the right side.
And just, I mean, very obvious. It's just not what they're wanting to do just a majority of the time.
Yeah, just doing that to keep the Tennessee High defense honest. So they move inside the Tennessee High 40 to the 39. 9 minutes and 53 seconds here to go in the third quarter.
Cooper Boer is going to walk up, and Lethgo is going to look. And now he's going to take off down the middle of the field, and there's no one there, and he's just going to take a seat down and pick up plenty enough for a first down gain of about 10.
Vikings lost contain on the left-hand side there, and Lethgo saw it right out of the gate. Just slipped out and then kind of slid down inside the Tennessee High 30 down to the 26. Smart play by the Halls quarterback. Just saw a huge lane as Tennessee High brought some pressure, and he was able to exploit it. So nice drive that is commencing here for Halls on this opening drive of the second half, as they are just now outside the red zone at the 26-yard line. 3 wides to the short side of the field this time.
Yep, so now Lethgo is just going to drop back yet again, look back over the middle, and that one's going to be intercepted by Riley Price. So let's go with the ball into double coverage, and Riley Price will make him pay. I've been saving that one all game long. I told Van Ann, I was like, man, you know, if he has a turnover, I got to say it. So that time, let's go with the ball.
That's exactly right. Let's go, as they say. In this case, really kind of an ill-advised throw into double coverage. Nice job by Price kind of peeling off, but that pass really didn't have much of a chance. And also there was some pressure at his feet, so he couldn't step into that throw, and Price did a nice job of stepping in. So Tennessee High takes over inside their 10-yard line at the 8, but a big defensive play. Tennessee High gets the ball back.
Yeah, and this double wing formation will kind of come back into play here as Plumbar is going to be stonewalled for only a gain of about a half yard there.
Nice job by the interior of that defense. And there's Pierce. That's number 6. We hadn't mentioned his name earlier. That is Travis Brassfield, who's kind of a defensive tackle, defensive end. He's done a really good job inside. Not a huge guy, 6'1", 225. So good size, but maybe undersized as a defensive tackle. But he's done a really good job of keeping things tight in that inside. So gave Plumbar a yard on that play. So 2nd down and 9 from the 9-yard line.
Now they are going to spread it out a little bit more. Now we got Trips tied in with Preston Figgins as that lone tight end. And Plumbar this time is going to burst through the seam, and he's picking up plenty of yards there as he's going to take this one right across to the 35-yard line. So really gets them out of the back of their own end zone.
Yeah, gain of 25, and if it wasn't for Daniel kind of dragging him down, but again, Plumbar picked up an extra 10 yards just dragging the aforementioned 150-pound Daniel for at least another 7 or 8 yards.
Yeah,
there,
he looked like Miles Kitzelman on that one.
so 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tennessee High first down. And they're going
he
to pick
did
up another
jump.
one.
Yep, there you go.
An offside there. Defensive tackle number 85 was offside. So Tennessee High picks up their second, using that hard count after a big play. Got the Red Devils to jump. So now they're 1st and 5 as the ball is moved out to the Tennessee High 30, we'll call it 37-yard line. So nice job of getting out from their own end. And Tennessee High goes 3 wides with Plumbar and Richardson in the backfield.
Yep, and they'll handle Plumbar again. Fagans does a pretty decent job at keeping the block, but number 2, who has had a pretty decent game, Carson Pierce at his outside linebacker kind of defensive end position, makes sure that Plumbar doesn't do anything more with that one.
Yeah. Basically gives them about 1.5 yards maybe on that play. But a nice job by Pierce from Plumbar got loose there. There was quite a bit of green in front of him out here to the left-hand side. So again, but after that 5-yard penalty, it's now just 2nd and 3. So Tennessee High goes tight here with that kind of horns formation.
Yeah, you got Cooper Boer and Preston Figgins in, and this time Richardson's going to look deep down the field. Only 2 routes this time. He's going to step up, fire down the field. Riley Price.
Oh, had it.
Shoot,
yeah.
He's going to have it, but this one's going to fall incomplete. So
pretty nice job by Daniel coming in late there and kind of hacked at Price's arms and was able to knock that ball out. Nice job. Good, really a nice adjustment there by Richardson. Moving to his left, flipped his hips and got the ball downfield. Price was right on his hands, but give Daniel some credit there when he came in late and was able to kind of swipe that ball away. And it's going to lead to a 3rd down and short, 3rd and 3. Really nice defensive play there.
Yep.
So now we're going with that kind of deep eye with offset, and then we're going to see a timeout here by Tennessee High. It's going to decide to maybe take an extra second with this 3rd down. So timeout brought to you by Johnny Brusco's New York Style Pizza. We'll step aside for just a minute, bring you back for this 3rd down play on the Viking Sports Network.
When seconds making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcat!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter Agent Freddie Herkel Road in Johnson City today.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. 3rd and 3 for the Vikings.
Right here, Plumbar is going to lunge forward, kind of Superman
really
dive.
close.
And he's going to be all over it.
Ooh, man, that looks like it's a 1st down. Yep.
Maybe that second reach there kind of came through the line like Michael Jordan in Space
They're actually going to measure. Maybe the first time I've seen this year. I don't know. I can't remember if we've had actually. This is really, really close. The nose of the ball is on the 42-yard line, which is where the chains are set. So if it's short, it's literally by inches. So the chain gang makes their way into the field. Maybe the first time at the Stone Castle this year. I don't remember seeing it anywhere else. So this is going to be a really tight measurement.
It looks like he's going to have it, just eyeballing it here.
That's a 1st down. Yep.
By the nose of the football.
Yep. So Tennessee High does pick up a 1st down right there. Extra effort there by Plumbar at the end, and that lean forward is just enough to be able to keep this drive alive. And Tennessee High recipient of a 1st down. So Friendship Carr's 1st down, 1st of the 3rd quarter for the Vikings, and they've moved the ball from inside of their 10 out to the 42-yard line. So nice little march here most of it on that nice run, about 25-yard run by Plumbar. And now they go 3 wides. Richardson and Plumbar in the backfield.
Yep. So Fagans is going to be your lone tight end here. They're going to hand to Plumbar, who's going to power forward, break a couple of tackles, and the Vikings are marching down the field as they'll pick up yet another first down on the back of Elijah Plumbar.
Friendship Carr's first down. Back-to-back plays for Elijah Plumbar. Picks up about 11 there. And Tennessee High moves it into Hall's territory at the Hall's 47-yard line. So first down and 10. Tennessee High starting to find some rhythm offensively. Same set.
And trips formation, as you previously mentioned. Try to draw the Devils offsides, and they will.
Yeah. Second kind of went double hard count. And then Halls was in the neutral zone. And that is going to be another 1st and 5. With Tennessee High doing a good job of keeping Halls kind of on their heels here. Again, really good job there of kind of the cadence was good, but also they're mixing it up a little bit. So Halls can't just come straight off the ball. So again, now that ball moves down to the 42-yard line. 1st and 5 for Tennessee High. Same set again, going to go wide with 3 to the wide side of the field.
Yep. And this time it looked like Halls jumped again.
Well, that ball's loose.
Yeah. This time Halls is going to recover the fumble.
So back-to-back turnovers, turnover each way. It looked like that ball would maybe never really got to Plumbar. It was a high snap to begin with. Ball was stripped out of his hands, and Halls was able to fall on it. So turnover on the first possession for Halls, and Tennessee High, even on the march, lost control of that ball, and the Red Devils do recover. So first down and 10 going the other direction from the Tennessee High 44-yard line. So miscues on either side. Like I said, I'm looking at their instant replay there. I'm not sure that Plumbar really got a very good handle on that ball. It was a high snap, and the timing was a little bit off. But Tennessee High puts it on the turf.
Yep.
So Halls comes out in a four wide set, 3 to the left.
And right here, just kind of dinking and dunking yet again as number 11, Dom Culp, is just going to catch the hitch route, turn upfield, and pick up a gain of about 7 yards there.
I think Culp was actually
going to give him 6.
Going to give him 6 on that play. Culp, I believe, was also the guy that got the fumble recovery. So he's been kind of he and number 0, Brody Rogers, have been kind of the possession receivers here this evening, kind of running them in the seams, and then Lefko just kind of getting it out of his hands really quickly. So 2nd and 4, we'll call it, from the Hall's 49-yard line, so right about midfield.
Yep, back in the empty formation here with Lefko, and he's just going to keep it on a quarterback draw, turn upfield, and I mean, it wasn't going to look like he was going to get much, but he turns upfield and turns this one into a first down.
Yeah.
So
call that a 4-yard gain. They're going to move the chains just across into Tennessee High territory here. The ball at the Tennessee High 47.
There's been multiple times in this one where it looked like Lethgo was going to go down for about a loss and then just keeps powering forward.
Yeah. Powerfully built fellow who's really hard to get on the ground, as we saw in that first half. Now they start with that empty backfield again. 1st down and 10 in Tennessee High territory.
Yep, and I would watch number 0 yet again sitting down for a hitch, and it looks like they're going to do just that, all hitches, and they're going to dump it down to number 5. That's the tailback, Daniel, and he's going to be right around the first down marker, but going to be about a yard short.
Picked up 9 there. Nice job by Lefko's. Tennessee High defender kind of flashed across, and he let Daniel clear.
And I mean, that's just 5 hitches, folks. I mean, that's just all 5 just sitting down 5 yards deep.
Yep.
That's about all they're doing.
Let him pick the guy he wants to go to. We're under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 3 minutes and 50 seconds as the clock continues to tick.
Tennessee High now going with a 3 linebacker look here, as Boer is going to end up walking up and throwing a little, just picking it up. And still fighting forward is number 3, Jarrell Chandler. So just catches it, kind of jogs his way forward for another first down.
Yeah, first down there, picked up about 4. So the short passing game has been the calling card for the Red Devils all night long. They've maybe thrown 2 or 3 passes downfield, one of which was a trick play.
The other which was intercepted.
Intercepted, yeah, exactly. So we definitely see what they are wanting to do. And Tennessee High is just kind of trying to get them off. And the times that they've struggled is when they've been off schedule.
Right here, Rogers is going to go in motion yet again. They're going to hand to Daniel, who's going to get the inside handoff and pick up a gain of about 6.
Bounced off a tackler there. Did a nice job of spinning off of that would-be tackle and picked up a couple extra yards. Got to get about 5-yard gain total. It's inside the Tennessee High 30-yard line down to the 28. We're now under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. So a sustained drive here for Halls. Again, they're up 17-15 here currently. So this is a big drive as Tennessee High try to get them stopped.
And they've ran with Lethco out of this formation a couple of times. This time they're going to hand to Daniel, and there's a lane there, and he's going to hit the sideline, turn upfield, and be absolutely just thumped
by Bo Utzman. Yep. But after a big gain of about close to 25 yards inside the Tennessee High 5-yard line, Daniel showing his speed there, got to the edge, and once he hit it, everybody was chasing him. Got a nice job, was able to beat Plumbar to the corner, and then Utzman saved a touchdown with a pretty nice shoulder tackle. But again, first down and 10 inside the 5-yard line.
They're going to hand to Daniel, and he's just going to waltz his way into the end zone.
Yeah. There's a flag here at the end of the play. We'll see what that's all about. Flag in the end zone. It seemed like the play was over. We'll see what that's actually going to entail. Looks like the touchdown will probably stand. Referee's having a discussion here to see what's going to happen.
I didn't see anything there. Could be unnecessary roughness at the end of that one.
Looked like a late hit from what I could tell. Yeah.
Face mask, defense.
Okay.
Well, there's a face mask on the play. It's going to be declined. So Halls jumps out to an 8-point lead, 23-15, with 2:29 to go here in the third quarter. Really nice drive by the Red Devils there. Methodical. No real big plays outside of that run from Daniel right there on that play before. As you said, dink and dunk, 5-6 yards, and then hit a nice run inside the 5-yard line and capitalized an opportunity to push this lead out to 9 points, which is really an odd number in football, but that's where we're at. Kick is up and good. So Halls, after that possession, takes a 9-point lead. After a turnover on their first possession, they forced a turnover in their own territory, and then were able to march that down the field for about 45 yards, 55 yards, excuse me, to take the lead. Now a 2-score game, 24-15. Feels like a pretty big possession coming up here for Tennessee High in terms of making sure they get some points on the board.
I would agree. And last time was just unfortunate. They were marching down the field and then just coughed the ball up, and
Yeah.
What can you do?
Turnovers kill you in this particular game. A lot of times that's the difference in the ball game. We'll see exactly what Tennessee High's got in terms of response. Again, still 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter, so a lot of football left to play.
This one's really just been slowed down by the fact it's been a ton through the air from Knox Hall.
Correct. So the rhythm of this game has been maybe different than anything we've seen so far this year, just because the ball's been in the air so much.
At this point last week, we were on our way home. So.
It's true. That's a true statement. So we got kickoff coming here. Ball's booted away.
And Harker Road's going to he's going to elect to field this one and try to return it. But
there's a lane there. Yep.
He's going to turn upfield, go across. He's at the 35. He's at the 50, and out across the 50 is Baron Harker. So he gets the return into Red Devil territory. So great return by Baron Harker.
Yep. Caught that one kind of back over his shoulder. Almost thought maybe he was going to down it in the end zone, but decided to bring it on out. Found a lane off the left side and returned that for close to 55 yards. So Tennessee High starts this drive in Red Devil territory at the 48-yard line. Big time play there by Baron Harker.
Harker, of course, who had the massive receiving touchdown earlier, as Plumbar is going to check back into this game and burst through for a gain of about 4.
Yeah, so the interior is starting to open up a little bit on that Halls defense. They've been on the field a lot, and Tennessee High has obviously run a ton of plays through the middle. They've done a pretty good job of holding up so far, but we're starting to see traction on that offensive line now as Plumbar picks up a solid 4 yards on first down.
They'll go to this trips formation here, and Preston Figgins will be your backside tight end. Handoff back to Plumbar.
He's
and
got a nice
he's
hole
got
there.
A pretty decent lane to run down through, and he'll pick up enough for the first down, I believe.
Yeah, I believe they're going to move the chains on that play. Nice little off-tackle run. This is kind of now they're actually going to call it just short.
Okay, well.
So it's third and less than a yard. But the clock is stopped as Plumbar went out of bounds. Minute and 37 seconds to go here. Oh, they are now. They're going to change their minds and call it a first down. So it was literally within inches. Nose of the football, so we got to get a Friendship Cars first down. Tennessee High inside the Hall's 40-yard line down to the 38. Minute 37 to go. And Tennessee High on what's shaping up to looks like a good-looking drive here.
Yep. And again, trips look just one high safety, but a ton in the box here as Plumbar is going to try to blast his way forward for as much as he can. Going to end up being about a gain of 2 there.
Nice job by the interior. Plumbar had a good head of steam, but they kind of submarined the offensive line and were able to stop that for a minimal gain. Nice job by the interior of the line there. So we call it a gain of 2.5. We're going to call it 2nd and 8. So we're ticking down towards a minute to play. We'll be under a minute after this play, very likely. So Tennessee has stuck with this kind of 3-wide set, trying to spread out the middle of this Red Devils defense.
As right here, they're going to roll Richardson to the right, and just not a lot going.
Yep. Ended up with 2 wide receivers in the same area, ran into each other, Price and Fagans.
Fagans, yeah.
Yep. So that pass is incomplete. We got now a 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. Again, where we're at on the field, probably a 2-down scenario here to get those 8 yards.
Not only that, I mean, where you're at in the game.
Game-wise as well. Under a minute to go. 57 seconds left on the clock. We got a 3rd and 8 from the Hall's 36.
Same formation here, just trips to this wide side of the field, and Richardson will go to the play action, and now he's going to have to do a little bit of
there's just nowhere
improvising
to go.
and
Yeah,
just
threw
throws this one out of bounds.
Just nobody open in that one. Richardson was not able to run because they had 3 defenders kind of waiting for him there, and he just decided to throw it away. So now a 4th and 8, which is this kind of down in distance. Not so much the 4th down, but this distance-wise has been kind of tough this evening for Tennessee. Had that nice strike from Richardson to Price on the opening drive. We haven't seen much of that since, the long pass to Harker Road notwithstanding. So,
well, and I think it just gets into those situations where it gets predictable.
Yeah.
And I mean, when it's predictable, it's hard to move the football.
So a little bit different set here. We got 3 wides, but only 2 to the wide side of the field.
Because right here, they're going to try to get a little bit more protection for Richardson, but that's just not going to work.
Yeah. Good. Again,
number 2, Carson Pierce, who has had a pretty decent game from that outside linebacker position, comes in untouched and forces the 4th down incompletion there.
Just blew that play up from the beginning. Richardson had no time. And we got a couple of Vikings that were down. Richardson kind of got up slowly. He's moving off the field, and we got another Tennessee High Viking down as well. So we'll take a break here to step aside just for a minute. We got 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, but Halls has taken over after a turnover on downs. We'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network. Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. 40 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Knox Halls forces a turnover on downs. They take over at the Tennessee High 36 with what seems like it's kind of weirdly commanding 9-point lead here. It's a 2-score game, especially as much possession as Halls has had with their kind of dink and dunk style. Tennessee High is going to need to play here defensively.
Yeah, and I mean, right here, they're trying to take a deep shot down the field. I mean, he is wide open. Rogers down the field, and he'll make a move across the 25-yard line, and just like that, the Red Devils are already deep into Viking territory at the 25. So, that's really the first time they've gone deep down the field and had a whole lot of success, but it looks like maybe a double move on the outside by Rogers. and then he just pops open wide down the field.
Couldn't really tell if that was a double move or just a blown coverage there, miscommunication. And either way, Rogers got himself loose behind the Tennessee High defense, and a huge play on that to start this drive has moved the ball all the way down inside the Tennessee High 25-yard line. So they're going to let the clock roll down to zeros. And we'll start the fourth quarter on the flip side of the field with Halls threatening again to take a even wider lead. Halls leading 24-15. We'll be back here to bring you fourth quarter action on the Viking Sports Network.
It all began right here in 1993 at a single Ford store in Bristol, Tennessee.
Rain or shine, Bristol has Ford.
With Friendship's great deals and legendary customer service, we've now grown to 21 locations, 9 cities, in 5 states. Anywhere you are, any car you want, you've got a friend nearby.
At Toyota of Bristol, we know our town is a good place to live, but it's a better place to buy a pre-owned car. From our huge selection to inspections by our factory-certified technicians and quality you can trust. We give you more, so let's go places. Shop Toyota of Bristol.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Some thunder showers in the area as we're kind of keeping our eyeballs on the radar here. Looks like we're going to be getting some rain here shortly. So again, that could definitely affect the outcome of what happens here, especially if we end up in a weather delay. But to begin right now, Halls has moved the ball into Tennessee High territory on a long pass, and now takes over 1st and 10. On the Tennessee High 24-yard line. So really need a stop here defensively if you're Tennessee High.
And kind of a unique formation again for the Red Devils is right here. Lethko's going to try to go deep over the top, and pretty decent ball. That one is caught, but out of bounds.
Yeah, job by Harkerode there, kind of using leverage to keep the receiver kind of pinned to the sideline, and the ball was thrown to the outside, was not able to keep the ball inbounds. Nice catch there by Rogers, but just kind of ran out of real estate. Yeah, nice job by Harkerode. There just didn't give him any room at all. In fact, both feet clearly out of bounds there by about a yard and a half. So 2nd and 10. Nice play there by the Tennessee High defense. And again, the same set, kind of a tight set here.
Yep, and Lethko's going to hand to Daniel, who is going to try to get this one out on the edge, and he's going to turn upfield and pick up plenty enough for the first down. So.
Yeah, it's the second time, really the same play that they ran last time that Daniel took all the way down to the 2-yard line. Here the Tennessee High coach is next to us yelling for a hold, and I think they probably could have called one there. The defensive or the offensive tackle definitely had a handful of jersey of the Tennessee High defensive end, but it was not called, so that ball is going to be pushed all the way down now to about the 12-yard line.
And Daniels, when we spoke about his size, inside the tackles it's visible, but when he gets going on the outside, you can see the speed really start to take form. As right here, Daniel's going to burst forward all the way out for a touchdown. So, as a lightning strike flashed the sky.
Yeah, everybody kind of stopped everybody in his tracks. And Daniel was able to take advantage, went to the outside and easily scored that touchdown, untouched into the end zone. So that's a big play for the Red Devils, as now they're going to take a commanding 2-score lead, it's 30-15 currently with an extra point pending. Snap is down and kick is up and good. So now a full 2 scores. Tennessee High down 16 points. 2 points, 2 scores, and 2-point conversions. So things are getting into kind of desperate state here. Tennessee High really needs an offensive. Need to be able to move the ball here to be able to bring this back into a 1-score scenario. So Harkerode had a good return on the last kickoff, and we're going to need something similar to that here as the rain is moving in on us quickly. We've seen some lightning in the distance. Yeah, I think we did have a lightning strike within 5 miles, so I believe they're going to be clearing everybody out. And we'll have at least a half an hour, and here comes the rain as we speak. So we're going to be in a weather delay for at least a half an hour here, but we'll keep you guys updated. Those of you out listening out in YouTube land, stick with us here. But a weather delay is descended upon us here at the Stone Castle, so we're going to log off here just for a minute. We'll be back on when things get back to normal.
Activity will cease until we have determined it is safe and the risk of lightning is diminished. You must evacuate the stadium at this time. We advise you to seek appropriate shelter in the school and follow directions from the staff. If you wish, seek shelter in your vehicle. Thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. We've had our half an hour rain/lightning delay, and we are back underway with the kickoff, headed Tennessee High's way.
And Plumbar will do his best to field this one, and he'll make a couple of moves, and he'll move out across the 30-yard line. So, I mean, it's a interesting-looking scene out there. Luckily, we're tucked away in the safety of the press box in the Stone Castle, but, I mean, this is about the heaviest rainfall I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it's straight sheets of rain coming straight down. The lightning seems to have moved out of the area, which is why we're back on here. But Tennessee High takes over with 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, down 2 scores. So a really important drive here for the Vikings as they start this drive at the 32-yard line.
Yep, and all gloves and visors and everything else are off. And right there early on, you'll see the effects of the weather as a botched snap to start the drive.
The ball never even seemed like it moved.
Yeah, I don't think it did.
Yeah, the ball was, the center came right off the ball, and it literally stayed right where it was. So no gain.
And this is one of those cases where I think you could slide at the 40 and end up at the other 40.
Yeah, it's literally very slick out there in this scenario. Tennessee High with 4 wides here.
As they're going to hand to Plumbar kind of on the edge here, and he's going to try to turn upfield and make the most out of it, but he's going to end up picking up just about a gain of a yard there.
Nice tackle on the perimeter. Looks like that was maybe, I can't tell if it was the far end of the field. So anyway, nice tackle on the perimeter there. So it's going to be a 3rd and about 7 for Tennessee High. As again, the rain is just completely coming down. We did see a lightning strike here fairly close by. We just got back to play, so we'll see what the effects are there. 3rd and 7.
They're going to hand a Plumbar up the middle, and I mean, this just changes your entire playbook when it starts raining this hard. I mean, it's hard to go through the air because
it's just no grip on the ball. So it's going to be 4th and about 3. Plumbar picked up 4 there on that play, and again, the rain is just unrelenting here, coming down in sheets, and we've got a front coming through that's going to be with us until it looks like about 2 a.m., so there's not going to be any let up in this anytime soon. So Tennessee guys line up in the kind of a pistol formation, see if we can get this 4th down play.
Now they'll shift, and Kai Allison just looked like he checked in as a receiver here, so now they'll blow this one dead.
I think maybe Halls decided to take a timeout with that funky formation, and they have. So we'll step aside for a minute. We'll come back for this 4th down play with the rains coming down solidly here at Stone Castle. We'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network.
Who's that dog? It's Friendship Dog. He's the king of friendship. Dog knows cars and dog knows deals. That's why dog runs Friendship. You let that dog run that store? Not just one, he runs a bunch more. Friendship Dog, get off that core. Go sniff out some deals. No one beats this dog you see. It's Friendship's best price guarantee. Who's that dog? It's Friendship Dog. He's the king of friendship.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Tennessee High out of the timeout. Kind of came back with definitely a tighter formation. Got a bunch of linemen into the ball game here, and again, same thing happened. The ball was lost on the snap.
Halls recovers and
it just never got out of there. The ball never appeared.
Nope.
So trying a shotgun snap, and it just can't get a grip on the ball. So it just didn't go anywhere. So that happened twice on that drive. And now the ball goes right back to Halls here. Yep. 1st down and 10 from the Tennessee High 40-yard line.
And an ugly situation only just gets uglier for the Vikings. As it looked like before the weather delay that this one is getting a little bit uncomfortable. But now, I mean, it's just – but who knows? I mean, a lot can change. Maybe
ball handling is going to be of the utmost importance here for sure. And both these teams come out of the shotgun in both cases. So definitely some opportunities here for things to go sideways.
They'll hand to Daniel, and he'll roll forward for a gain of about 4.
Nice tackle there by Kai Allison coming down the line to stop that. So they could probably call it about 4-yard gain. So we've dipped under 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. I wouldn't say the rain has let up, but it's not raining quite as hard as maybe it was 5 minutes ago.
No, it almost looks like snow if you look at it from a certain angle.
These LED lights that we've got here at the Stone Castle are illuminating this. We're getting the sort of backlit aspect of this, and it is coming down very, very hard.
But nonetheless, Amari Lethko still kind of in this power formation as he'll hand to Daniel yet again, and the Vikings will keep him in front.
Picked up only about a yard
and
there.
a late flag comes out, so I don't know what happened at the end of that one there.
So we do have a flag on the field to see what the call is here. There was some little extracurricular activity after the play. The referee's discussing. We had an unsportsmanlike penalty on Halls.
Okay, so that'll back him up.
That's going to back him up 15 yards. Got some. But they didn't move the football. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Now he's like, yeah, we actually do need to move this ball back 15 yards. So now we seem to be under control. Ball is definitely moving back. This refereeing crew has been interesting. I would assume.
Yeah, I would agree.
This is an out of area crew, I would assume.
Oh no, so the white hat, we've had him at a couple of middle school games, and it's always an interesting experience. Yeah. I mean,
well, it's not the most ringing endorsement if he's doing middle school games and all of a sudden doing a state playoff game. So we'll leave it at that. But anyway, that was a 15-yard penalty. Tennessee High. It's now a third and about 21 for Halls, and they just decided to keep it on the ground, pick up about 2 or 3, and I would assume they're going to punt it away as the rain now picks back up.
So this will be kind of interesting. Try to get a hold on the football. I mean, putting a punter in dangerous territory.
Yeah. So it is 4th down and about 20. We'll see what Halls decides to do, and the rain just continues to pour here.
Yeah, and it's actually picked up since the last time we talked about it.
So they're letting the play clock run down as we are down under 8 minutes to play. This clock will run all the way down to about 7 minutes and 35 seconds if they decide to let it run down all the way, which they seem to be intent on doing.
And it looks like they're going to take a timeout.
So Halls' second timeout, so they still have 1 remaining.
I think the last thing any of the fans in the stands want at this point is for that clock to quit moving, especially on the Hall side.
They decided just to run it all the way down and take the penalty, so no timeout. So that moves it back about 5 yards more back into Hall's territory at the 46-yard line, and they're going to look to punt it away here. And again, this is kind of dangerous.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you're asking a lot of a punter, especially in this situation.
We saw Tennessee High with a couple of rough snaps on this last one, and again, they got about 15-yard distance between the snapper and the kicker to see. Pretty good snap there.
And,
but the ball's muffed, and Tennessee High is going to recover it. So Isaac Stevens busted through and was able to get that ball off the ground, and Tennessee High now takes over in Hall's territory at the 33-yard line. The snap was good. The kicker tried to get that reverse from the catch to the actual punt and just couldn't get a handle on it.
I mean, that's why you kind of hold your breath if you throw a punter out there or really just a kicker. I mean, unless one of your punters or kickers is an athlete, then a little bit of different case there. So, nonetheless, more of a power formation here as they'll hand a plumb bar up the middle and just not much there.
Pick up about 3 with Richardson having to go under center to be able to secure this. Just being able to secure the snap. It looks like we've got maybe a cramp going on out here. So Tennessee High in the huddle. The clock is running. It's down to 6:45 here in the 4th quarter. And again, tight formation.
Yep. They're going to motion Fagans over into the wider side here. they're going to hand a Plumbar to this outside, and he's going to try to get the edge, but just kind of get dragged down awkwardly. Pickup of maybe 1 yard there.
Nice job there by number 3, Chandler, just be able to keep Plumbar from getting outside. Tip of the ball on the 30-yard line as we're ticking down towards 6 minutes to play. And again, the conditions are not helping here. Tennessee High would assume down 2 scores would really rather put this ball in the air, but there's just not a great amount of ability to do that. The rain has let up again a little bit here, so they are going to go back into the shotgun. 3rd and about 7 from the 30-yard line. Probably going to have to put this one in the air.
Yeah, and, I mean, finally kind of get the snap, and the ball's on the ground yet again, and Halls will take over. So,
yeah, the ball handling has become increasingly tough. Both teams struggling with it. Richardson took a wicked shot right there as well as he was trying to carry out the fake, and the ball ended up on the ground. And he is still down on the ground as well. So we'll step aside for an injured player. 5 minutes and 51 seconds to go after that turnover. Halls takes back over with a 31-15 lead.
Individual effort, dedication, and a positive attitude combined with team spirit are the key elements of winners. The Robinette Company has positions available for people who want to join our winning team of over 400 employees. We proudly provide flexible packaging for many of our nation's finest brands like Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Apply online at robinettejobs.com today. An equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. CJ Manahan alongside Micah Kennedy. Another turnover for Tennessee High. Unfortunate that deep in Red Devil territory. And now Halls takes back over on their 35-yard line with just under 6 minutes to play.
they'll hand to Daniel, and he'll move forward for a gain of about 3. It looks like they're just going to try to run this clock out.
Seemed to be the wise thing. Tennessee High still does have 2 timeouts, so they can stop the clock a couple of times here. But the field, both the field being very slick and the ball just getting inundated with rain here, just makes it really hard to do anything other than just try to get a snap and hand the ball off quickly. So both defenses are crowding the line of scrimmage.
And I mean,
as you would expect.
Another thing that I've just noticed, I mean, the rain has come down so heavy that these maroon jerseys have almost turned black.
Yeah.
As there's probably not an inch of dryness on anybody right
out there right now. That's true. Hand off to Daniel up the middle. Gets maybe a yard. So it is tough sledding for both crews out here. Just footing is not great, even though we're on turf here. And the ball, I see Daniel went straight to having 2 hands on the ball. A guy that really, if he wants to get outside, has got pretty good burst, but he's just trying to keep the ball from hitting the turf here. Under 5 minutes to play, 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, as Halls is just taking their time. There's no rush here. They're running the play clock down. It's going to be about 10 seconds left on the clock when they break the huddle. They'll probably snap it with less than 5, just trying to run this clock down as much as they can. So 3rd and about 6.
And they'll hand they'll keep with Lefko, and he'll fall forward for a first down.
Just keeps the chains moving. Nice run there of about 10 yards up through after the nice fake. Good ball handling there, which again is risky under these circumstances, but Lefko's been pretty good about that all night. And he does pick up a first down as we're going to tick under 4 minutes to play here on this particular play. And he's just going over to the sideline, speaking of Lefko, going to get the play directly from the offensive coordinator. And just the clock is going to continue to tick.
Yeah, and I would say maybe another couple first downs, and they may just run this one into the second round.
And likely if Tennessee High can get a stop here, short yarders may start using their timeouts to preserve some time here. But again, down 2 scores with under 4 minutes to go is a tall order.
An extremely rainy game, too. Yeah. I mean, just not a whole lot to do as Daniel will get the carry, fight his way forward.
Yeah. And as we said, Tennessee High is going to start using timeouts. Nice play there. Only a pickup of about a half a yard. So Tennessee High will take a timeout. One thing we do want to pass along, we do have information coming up about the Classic here at Tennessee High, one of the best, if not the best, high school basketball tournaments in the country, be taking place right after Christmas. We have both passes available and also streaming passes available as well. So just be looking for that. Theclassic.net, is that right? THSclassic.net. Talking to our producer Colin Moore, who has all that information. So if you are a fan of that tournament, go ahead and start looking at that. I know it makes a great Christmas gift as well. Been fortunate to get some of those in the past. So great stuff. I will be there as well to bring you some of those broadcasts. So I'm looking forward to that as well, as Tennessee High's basketball season is about to kick off here shortly. And then that the Classic was definitely a great time last year. It's been a great time for 42 years here in Bristol. So definitely looking forward to that. So looking forward to bringing everybody those broadcasts. Certainly would love everybody to join us. So timeout has been taken. Tennessee High and Halls back on the field. 2nd down and 9 with 3:23 left here in the 4th quarter.
And they'll try to get Tennessee High to jump here. And Lethko will look to the sideline. And he'll hand to Daniel yet again. And Daniel will hit the outside here, roll forward. Decent pickup. Don't know that he ever touched the ground, but they're going to mark him dead right around the 50.
Nice job by Isaac Stevens working down the line there to be able to run him down. Picked up about 3, so it's going to be 3rd and about 5, it appears. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. And Tennessee High does use their final timeout to stop the clock with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Halls seems very content and just trying to keep this ball on the ground, try to run as much time off the clock as they can. And now Tennessee High cannot stop the clock, so a first down here would be basically ice things. But again, 3rd and 6 to go. So fully expect Halls to take advantage of both of these plays. Run one here. If they don't pick up the first down, go for it on 4th. Be able to run at least another minute off of this clock at least. A new ball being run in by a overzealous ball boy. Runs all the way out to the referee. Good hustle by that young man. 3rd and 6, upcoming. 3:15 to go here in the 4th. And Halls comes out in a very tight formation, only 2 wides.
Try to get Tennessee High to jump here. Check to the sideline. I would almost guarantee this one will go in Lethko's hands to try to pick up the first.
Would agree.
And they'll go again, and there it is. And
he doesn't get much that time. Picked up about a yard.
He will be stopped.
And he lost his helmet, too, so he's probably going to have to come out. Well, of course, they can call timeout, too, I guess, and get him back on the field. The clock is stopped at 3:01. Don't know exactly why it stopped.
Not sure, but, I mean, if they didn't call a timeout, he has to sit out for a play.
He's got to come out for a play. Maybe that's why they stopped it. Maybe there was a timeout call. There now the clock's running. My understanding is he's got to come out.
Yep,
yeah,
man,
he does.
He's going.
Yep. So they're probably going to end up calling a timeout here once the play clock runs down. Yep. See the Halls coach standing right next to the side judge as the rain picks up again. This is just straight up inundation here. Halls does take a timeout. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. We'll take the timeout with him. We'll step aside for just a minute. Stick with us here on the Viking Sports Network. We'll bring you the last 2 minutes and 35 seconds of this state playoff game.
Get ready for the 42nd Annual Classic at Tennessee High School, presented by Toyota of Bristol. From December 26th through the 31st, Viking Hall will host 18 teams, including 5 defending state champions and nationally ranked programs. Visit THSclassic.com for tickets and to purchase streaming for all 30 games live. The Classic at Tennessee High School, presented by Toyota of Bristol, Bristol's original holiday basketball tradition.
At Toyota of Bristol, we know our town is a good place to live, but it's a better place to buy a pre-owned car. From our huge selection to inspections by our factory-certified technicians and quality you can trust. We give you more, so let's go places. Shop Toyota of Bristol.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Halls 4th down. Back on the field. 4th down and about 6 from the Tennessee High 49.
Kind of a wildcat formation with Rogers just trying to pick up as much as he can, and he's going to power his way forward but not pick up near enough for the first down, and the Vikings will take over on downs.
So Tennessee High takes over right about midfield with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go as the rain continues to come down in sheets here. Big storm front moving through the Bristol area. Came at a really inopportune time at the beginning of the 4th quarter, and it just has not stopped. And if anything, has gotten worse. The lightning seems to have moved out of the area, but the rain is here to stay. So Tennessee High takes over, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. 4 wides as Tennessee High is probably going to try to push this ball down the field with just 2 minutes, 2:30 to go, no timeouts.
Especially in the rain, that's going to be difficult to do as Richardson is going to get this pass off, and Harker Road is going to catch it.
So he picks up about 8, it looks like. So just shy of the first down. Well, maybe not. They're going to see where, yeah, they're going to call it maybe just a yard short, 1.5 yards. He did step out of bounds. The clock stops at 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go. Good accurate pass there by Richardson.
Impressive to catch that pass, especially in the conditions that they're in right now.
Richardson did throw a strike right there to right between the 1 and the 9 of Barron Harker Road. So again, 4 wides here with Richardson and Plumbar in the backfield.
And Richardson will drop back yet again. And looks like they are going to throw a hold down in the backfield, so no matter what happens here, this one will be coming back. He does get it off to Ian Peak, who is taking off down the field and doing a lot of moves, but this one will come back.
Unfortunately, it's going to be for naught. The flag was dropped right where the offensive holding is going to be called, and that is the call, so it's going to come back 10 yards. Really an impressive individual effort there by Ian Peak, who picked up about 30 yards on that play after a series of moves. But is not going to get credit for that, as that holding is going to move the ball back 10 yards. The Tennessee High partisan crowd has been not real kind to the referees this evening, and in fairness to the partisan crowd, the refereeing's left a little bit to be desired. But in terms of the ultimate outcome, I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. But it has been an interesting evening on the refereeing front for sure. So anyway, 4 wides for Tennessee High, 3 to the left. It's going to be 2nd and 11 from the Tennessee High 47-yard line.
And Richardson will drop back yet again. And he'll look to throw this one, dump it down to, looks like it's going to be caught by Riley Price. We'll have enough for the first down, but there is another flag down. I mean,
looks like this one is going to go against Halls, though. The guilty party is yapping with the referee, and I think the referee just told them to get away. So it's a personal foul against Halls. Is going to move the ball from the 39 down to the 24. Tennessee High moving down towards the red zone with 1 minute and 44 seconds to go.
Well, they got to move the football first. There you go.
So that's kind of has been.
They'll throw penalties, but they'll forget to actually mark off the yardage.
It's kind of the more important part of the whole penalty process is the actual moving of the football. That's contributing to the interesting refereeing we've had this evening. Anyway, Tennessee High takes over. Minute and 40 seconds to go. Richardson rolling out,
and he's got a man, Dane Music. He's just going to dump it down to him, and Dane Music's going to break a couple of tackles and pick up about 9 yards there. So
again, Richardson having all kinds of trouble just trying to keep his hands, secure to the football. His normal throwing motion is definitely compromised by how wet it is out there. But Tennessee High picks up 9 on that play, and the ball is on the ground. Richardson has to drop down to get it. And again, the clock's going to run now because Tennessee High has no timeouts. That snap was low, and it's going to cost Tennessee High about 7 yards. So it's going to end up about 3rd and 8 as we're going to tick under a minute to go. It's kind of chaotic out there right now, as you can probably guess.
Yeah, I mean, just between the rain and just trying to get back on the ball with no timeouts, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, and now Halls is going to step up, call timeout because they were discombobulated. 51 seconds to go. 3rd and 7, they're going to call it. Tennessee High at the 20-yard line, so right on the tip of the red zone. But only 51 ticks left in Tennessee High's season here. They're going to try to punch this in and maybe try to get an onside kick. Be about the best opportunity that they'd have here. And they, again, would need 2 two-point conversions as well with a 16-point difference. So desperation time here for the Vikings in a game that has just had a weird feel to it from the beginning. The opening drives for either team were as textbook as you could possibly get. And then from there, it's just been kind of a roller coaster ride with turnovers, penalties, a lightning delay, a massive rainstorm that's going to engulf the entire fourth quarter. It's been a weird one. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. And I mean, Carter Smith checks into the game. Dane Music will trade over into this far side here. Richardson will drop back to throw, and now he'll step up and take off. And he's looking, gunning down the sideline, and he'll take the Vikings down inside the 5.
So inside the 5, Richardson with a nice run there, about 15 yards. His shoulder is definitely bothering him where he took that helmet right to the kind of the meat of his right arm. But he's toughing it out. It's down to about 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
They'll hand to Plumbar, and he'll power in for touchdown. So
now a very important 2-point conversion to be able to keep this game within one score. And then Tennessee High will have an opportunity for an onside kick. So this is going to be crucial here. Currently a 10-point game, 31-21. Tennessee High is going to need to get this 2-point conversion to have an opportunity to pull this off. So they're getting set up for the 2-point conversion. Ball will be placed at the 3-yard line. Frank Reed into the ball game, playing kind of the tight end position.
Yep, single wing there, and they're looking backside. Richardson can keep it if he wants to, and he will.
Make it. Yep.
He'll step in, so that'll extend that'll shorten the deficit to just 8 points here.
So again, Tennessee High still in the ball game, still alive. 28 seconds left in the game, and Tennessee High is I'm sure going to line up for an onside kick to try to get this ball back. In these conditions, anything can happen, that's for sure. Really nice move here by Richardson to kind of slip this tackle, because if he's tackled there but in front of without crossing, it's going to end up being basically the ball game there anyway. So nice move by him. Brings Tennessee High within 8 points. Now the onside kick is about ready to take place. Haven't really seen, I don't know that we've seen Tennessee High with a straight onside kick yet this year. They've kind of been doing kind of a mock version of that throughout, just to be able to keep the ball from out of Daniel's hands on the returns. But this will actually be a scripted onside kick, I would assume. So we'll see.
This will
Tennessee High special teams, what they've got under their cap here. Dishner is teeing it up. Looks like it's going to be an onside kick to the left, unless he decides to pivot on us here. And there it is. Nice low, got a bounce. Oh, it was there, too.
Oh, man.
That was about as good an onside kick as you could ask for. It kind of skipped and then had a nice hop at the end. But Halls was able to recover, and that'll basically do it. So just a kneel down here to bring us to the end. But, man, what a ball game. It was weird, I think, is the right term. It's been a strange ball game from the beginning. It was a 70-degree day in November here in East Tennessee, and then it's kind of devolved into this major rainstorm that's coming through our area. It's going to be with us for another couple hours. But it definitely did have an effect on the fourth quarter for sure, as ball handling became kind of a rough thing. But Tennessee High had all the fight in them that they needed, just going to come up one score short here. And credit to the Halls Devils with a game plan that was really effective from the beginning. So they're going to advance on into the TSSAA playoff. Brings Tennessee High's season to an end. But as we do bring that here, thanks obviously to our team here. Micah Kennedy alongside CJ Manahan had a really great time bringing you guys Tennessee High football action this year. Colin Moore deserves all the credit as our producer putting all this stuff together. So we will sign off for the final time this year. Tennessee High falls to Knox Halls 31-23. So stick with us. And again, we've got basketball season coming up on the Viking Sports Network. So stick with us there. I'll be happy to bring you a bunch of those games this year as well as the Classic. But signing off, CJ Manahan and Micah Kennedy, as always, Viking Pride.
Get ready for the 42nd Annual Classic at Tennessee High School, presented by Toyota of Bristol. From December 26th through the 31st, Viking Hall will host 18 teams, including 5 defending state champions and nationally ranked programs. Visit thsclassic.com for tickets and to purchase streaming for all 30 games live. The Classic at Tennessee High School, presented by Toyota of Bristol, Bristol's original holiday basketball tradition.